Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Now one. So we're back. We're doing another live video. Oh, my God. So I met the doctor, the one and only, total stud, by the way. Total freaking stud. I met, drawing a blank right now. Dr. I don't know why his name eludes me. I just was there. You guys just witnessed a live stream that I did. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. Dr. Douglas Frank, PhD, was doing a county event, which was really cool. And he was talking about things like fraudulent voting and stuff like that, and that that a lot of counties don't put out a lot of preventative measures to stop a lot of illegal fraudulent voting. He called out both sides of the aisle, by the way. I'm proud of that. He was calling out things like why can't I? Yeah, my mind is so dead. What he was calling out, though, mainly was how every state has centralized all the voter rolls, right? And that's a problem. Because if the state itself is counting everything centrally, that's a problem. That is a huge problem in my mind. So I think everything needs to be done on a county-by-county basis. And that's what he was proposing. I thought it was already done on a county-by-county basis. So I was a little off the loop. It should be done on a county-to-county basis. I think that would just county to county. It would prevent so much fraud. And even if one county was fraudulent, it would be so small in comparison to the overall. So it's kind of wild, man. It's kind of wild. Give me a few moments. Let's get everything on the board real quick. So we're also going to talk about the Mencho aftermath, the East Coast record snow, and the stock market tanking. We're going to talk about as many of these subjects as we possibly can in one setting. Because I love you guys. You guys make me, you guys make my bussy go crazy. My mussy is the bussy, and I don't know why. I don't know why I'm that kind of guy. But yeah, so we're talking about the Mencho aftermath, and we're talking about as many things as we can. So we're going to look up Mencho. Give me just a moment. Give me just a few seconds. All right, we're going to react to this video. We're going to react to the Mexican president on the aftermath of drug lord Mencho's killing and the U.S.'s role. Oh, hold on. Okay, so we're going to react to the Mexican president, Claudia, and see what she said about the U.S.'s involvement in the killing of drug lord Mencho, or whatever the hell his name is. El Mencho.
Buenos días. Nuestro pésame a las familias de elementos que el día de ayer perdieron la vida y nuestro mayor reconocimiento. El pueblo de México debe sentirse muy orgulloso de nuestras Fuerzas Armadas y del gabinete de seguridad que tenemos. No hay participación en la operación de fuerzas de Estados Unidos. Lo que hay es mucho
Oh, okay. So they were able to take this on without the U.S. That's pretty impressive.
intercambio de información. Como lo hemos dicho aquí varias veces, el entendimiento con Estados Unidos se basa fundamentalmente en intercambio de inteligencia de información. En este caso, hubo información que prestó el gobierno de los Estados Unidos, incluso ellos sacaron un comunicado, inteligencia, pero toda la operación desde su planeación es responsabilidad pues de las fuerzas federales, en este caso de la Secretaría de la Defensa Nacional.
Interesting.
Wait.
So let me just go back to this part.
En este caso hubo información.
So the U.S.
que prestó
government
el
provided
gobierno de los
information,
Estados Unidos, incluso
even issued
ellos
an intelligence report,
sacaron
but the
un
entire
comunicado,
operation
inteligencia, pero toda la operación desde su
from planning
planeación
onwards is the responsibility of the federal forces. Okay.
Pues de las fuerzas federales en este.
So it sounds like the U.S. did have a hand in it by providing the needed information, by probably surveillance. Good for the U.S. for helping on this because, look, we need to take out these drug lords. We need to dismantle the drug cartels. It's got to end. Period. End of story. Period. End of story.
Este caso de la Secretaría de la Defensa Nacional.
Crazy. Let's see. So who is El Mencho?
Who is El Mencho? That is the name of the alleged
This is like the first time I've ever heard of this dude, at least from what I know. So let's take a look.
cartel leader killed by the Mexican army, and his death has led to chaos across the country. Here's what we know about him. His real name is Nemesio Ruben Oseguera Cervantes. He is believed to be the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, which is said to be one of the most powerful and fastest growing criminal organizations in all of Mexico.
Well, I'm glad they took him out then. I wonder who's going to replace him.
February, the Trump administration designated it a foreign terrorist organization. There has been a reward for his arrest for
15 million though. Great. I'm glad they were able to take him out though. Seriously, this guy, I'm so tired of these drug lords, dude. Yeah, I had no idea what his name was. I didn't know. El Mencho. I had no fucking clue about this dude. All I know is the fact that he existed and did what he did pisses me off.
For years, it was currently at $15 million. His Jalisco New Generation Cartel is believed to be one of the main suppliers of cocaine to the U.S. The DEA suspects they also earn billions from fentanyl and meth. El Mencho was 59 years old, and authorities think he had been involved in drug trafficking for more than 30 years.
30 freaking years, bro.
Who is El?
That's crazy. He's been in drugs since in his 20s. Ugh. I don't want to watch the woke channel. MSNBC is too woke for me. Yeah, let's take a look at this then. Let's take a look at Philip DeFranco.
The United States just helped kill Mexico's most wanted cartel boss, El Mencho, the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. Right? So now you have dozens dead, cartels setting up 250 plus roadblocks across 20 states, tourists stranded, and experts fearing that this could trigger total war against the Mexican state. Right? So things could get much worse from here, but where we should start is with El Mencho. His real name is Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes. I'm going to call him El Mencho. It's just easier on my fat, cultured tongue.
Nah, it's just easier. Absolutely.
But Mencho was born in Mexico in 1966. He moved to the United States.
You know, I love how everybody says that, let's just say a certain country has culture. No, I am 25% of that country, and they do not have culture.
In the 1980s, and he was then convicted for conspiracy to distribute heroin in 1994. He then spent 3 years in prison, then returned to Mexico, where he briefly worked as a police officer before then becoming chief of hitmen for the Milenio cartel, which no longer exists, but was at the time affiliated with the Sinaloa cartel, or with the Jalisco New Generation cartel, or the CJNG, emerging from what was left of the Milenio cartel in the 2010s. And under El Mencho's leadership, it became one, if not the most powerful cartel in Mexico, likely beating out the Sinaloa cartel for the top spot. You've got the U.S. DEA reporting that CJNG is a key supplier of illicit fentanyl and one of the main suppliers of cocaine to the U.S., but also they have a presence in dozens of other countries. Also adding, they reap billions of dollars in profit from the manufacture of illegal synthetic drugs. And as early as 2018, you had Mexican authorities offering one.
I think you know what culture I'm talking about. I think you know what country I'm talking about. I think you know what country I'm talking about that doesn't have culture. I'll give you a hint. My last name can give you a hint as to what country I'm talking about.
$1.7 million or information leading to El Mencho's arrest, though the U.S. upped the ante in 2024, putting up a $15 million bounty for information leading to his arrest. And that came after El Mencho had already been indicted multiple times in the States, including in 2022, when he was charged with conspiracy to manufacture and distribute methamphetamine, cocaine, and fentanyl for importation into the country. And under Trump 2.0, the State Department sanctioned El Mencho and classified him in several...
Hey, make sure you guys tap the like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes within the next 15 minutes. So tap the like button if you can. We're trying to get to 100 likes in under 15 minutes. Let's go.
Other cartel leaders as specially designated global terrorists. And then you also had Trump designating CJNG and other cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, which is a move that became part of his justification for lethal strikes against boats in the Caribbean and Pacific that he said, without giving evidence, were moving drugs. Which also, by the way, those strikes are still happening, with more than a dozen killed in the past week alone. Right, and also, all this time, Trump's been pressing Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum to do more to target drug cartels, including...
Absolutely. And I'm glad she did. I'm glad that the U.S. intel was able to give her the information she needed to provide to her army to take out the El Mencho. Mr. El Mencho.
Including by threatening to impose more tariffs or take unilateral military action. Now with that,
hell yeah. Sometimes if your neighboring country is not getting their shit together, sometimes you gotta the only way to pull strings is to kind of, I guess, threaten, it looks like, you know?
Rejected the idea that the U.S. might carry out strikes in the country. And in the past, she even argued against the idea of strikes in general over concerns that it might just make matters worse. But, stuck between a rock and a hard place and likely seeing how willing Trump is to take military action, she's taken a more direct approach to going after the cartels and stepping up cooperation with the U.S. I mean, she even gave the U.S. military and the CIA the go-ahead to dramatically increase surveillance flights over Mexico to obtain cartel intelligence. And then, of course, came this weekend and,
But hey guys, don't forget to tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. We're trying our best to get to, we're trying to get to 9,000 subscribers here pretty soon, so the more subscribers we get, the better. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button and tap the like button, too. Let's keep going.
I will say the U.S. was not directly involved. Mexican special forces planned and executed the operation according to the country's Defense Department, which also said that the actual aim had been to arrest El Mencho. But that said, during the mission, they claimed that Mexican military were attacked and in defense of their physical integrity, they repelled the aggression. With this reportedly resulting in the deaths of 4 suspected cartel members at the scene. 3 others were also severely wounded and died while being airlifted to a hospital in Mexico City, including El Mencho, with then also 2 other cartel members being arrested and various weapons and armored vehicles being seized, including rocket launchers capable of shooting down aircraft and destroying armored vehicles. Right, and that statement also revealed that American authorities provided, quote, complementary information within the, quote, framework of bilateral coordination and cooperation with the United States. With then also White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt confirming that the U.S. provided intelligence support to the Mexican government in order to assist with the operation, and adding, President Trump has been very clear. The United States will ensure narco-terrorists sending deadly drugs to our homeland are forced to face the wrath of justice they have long deserved. And while she didn't say exactly what the intelligence...
I can agree with that. I think this is the first time we've ever reacted to a Philip DeFranco video, to be honest. But yeah, no, I can agree with that completely. Look, I mean, the problem is the drug lords, the drug cartels basically run the show in Mexico. That's a problem. And Trump threatening Mexico with more tariffs, I think that's smart. why not? Or threatening to send our own military in to take care of the drug lord problem. Because honestly, if Mexico doesn't take care of this drug problem that they have, first off, I think we need to close the border absolutely, completely, 100%. And we need to be very strict about what comes in and what comes out. Period. End of story.
Was you had outlets reporting that it came from a new task force launched last month involving multiple government agencies and led by the U.S. military. And you also had Mexico's Secretary of National Defense noting the role of U.S. intelligence while saying El Mencho's location was discovered through the romantic partner of one of his most trusted associates. But whatever the case may be, whatever.
Well, however they figured it out, good job to both the United States government for providing the intel, and good job to the Mexican forces for actually taking down El Mencho. Hell yeah. Incredible. You guys don't forget to tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in a lot of ways. So tap that like button. The more likes we get, the sexier I feel. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to tap that like. You know you like this show. You know you like it. Yeah. You know you like it. Thank you guys for tapping the like button, though. I appreciate it. Let's see what else we got here. Give me a moment. I am going to make some nachos real quick. Hold on. All right. Got my nachos. Ready to watch a little bit of Philip DeFranco, bro. Frog Eat Frog says Garza making poppies or tuggies. Oh, poopies or tuggies. I know you ain't pissing because there's this thing. I was making nachos, my brony bro. My pink brony bro. And we dance at the gay club. All right, let's keep going.
For levels of involvement, what we've seen is that it has triggered a wave of violence across the state of Jalisco and several other parts of the country. You had cartels setting buses and businesses on fire, putting up more than 250 roadblocks across 20 of Mexico's 32 states, and clashing with security forces. And according to Mexico's Secretary of Security and Citizen Protection, dozens of people were killed in 6 attacks against authorities, including 25 members of the National Guard, 1 prison guard, and 1 from the State Attorney General's office. With them then also reporting that a woman died and that, quote, 30 criminals also lost their lives. Right, a lot of the chaos was concentrated in Guadalajara, Mexico's second largest city and the capital of Jalisco. Right, well, it's not a big deal compared to people dying. You had the Mexico Football Association postponing 4 games, which is worth noting because Guadalajara is set to host multiple FIFA World Cup matches in just a few months. And so now you've got people asking, is that really a good idea? You have tourists, rethinking their decisions to visit as vacations turned into hours spent locked in rooms, hearing gunshots and smelling smoke. And among the things you saw playing out in the
who the heck would want to have that event happen in Mexico? I think they need to relocate the event. They straight up need to relocate the World Cup event because Mexico is basically ran by the drug cartels, and you can't trust a country that's ran by drug cartels. You just can't, bro. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tapping the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, too. Let's keep watching, man.
The coastal resort city of Puerto Vallarta, one of the most popular destinations in Jalisco, all taxis and ride shares were suspended. You also had several airlines, including American, United, and Air Canada, suspending flights to the city, leaving some tourists temporarily stranded. Also, you had the U.S. State Department urging Americans not only there, but in much of the country, including several other popular vacation spots, to shelter in place until further notice. And with that, you had several other countries issuing similar warnings, but I'm highlighting the United States because Americans actually make up the overwhelming majority of international tourists in Mexico. Right, last year, more than 14 million U.S. citizens flew into Mexico with more than 1.
Yeah, I don't know why, but most countries are smart enough. Most people from other countries are smart enough to stay the hell away from Mexico. Most people are just smart enough to stay out of Mexico, but yet so many of us in the United States are clearly mentally deficient because 14 million of us go to Canada to vacation. Not Canada, sorry. To Mexico to vacation. Canada is also mentally deficient because there's like almost 3 million that go to the Mexico to vacation. All these other countries, though, a lot of their people are pretty smart. They just kind of, for the most part, stay the hell away from Mexico because they know that it's ran by fucking drug cartels. Duh.
2 million visiting Puerto Vallarta alone. Now, with all that said, at least as of recording, the situation has seemingly calmed down at least a little bit. Most of those blockades have since been dismantled, and about 2,500 additional troops were deployed last night to Jalisco and neighboring states. But also, there are fears that this is only going to get worse. And with that, you had a security consultant in the region telling CNN that the operation could trigger a new wave of violence across Mexico and explain it. This didn't seem to be just an operation to capture El Mencho, but to exterminate him, to use lethal force to bring him down. In the criminal underworld, such actions are not simply overlooked, with him also claiming they may be getting ready to wage a total war against the Mexican state.
Wow.
He also went on to argue that the current violence, it's actually meant to paralyze economic activity and impose kind of a national and international image cost on the government. But then also, in addition to that, there is the situation that El Mencho's death, it leaves a leadership vacuum that could spark a war of succession. Right, as one Al Jazeera correspondent in Mexico explained, there is no obvious successor to El Mencho. We can now see different regional bosses in the cartel start disputing for power, saying we saw this happen before when El Chapo was arrested. It eventually sparked a civil war between the different Sinaloa factions. And you also had that same security consultant telling the New York Times, this is good for Washington without a doubt because what they are looking for is weakened cartels and a reduction of drug shipments. But then adding, this is bad news for Mexico because smaller cartels mean more violent cartels and homicides and other crimes will rise. But then also, in addition to all that, there are concerns that the impact of this is ultimately going to be negligible. You've got people like Mike Vigil, for example, a former chief of international operations at the DEA, say, killing or capturing the head of the cartel is not really going to have a major impact. They have to go after the infrastructure, their logistics, the money laundering, their armed wings, and they have to do it quick and they have to do it efficiently because if not, there is going to be hell to pay in terms of violence. With Vigil also arguing that the Trump administration has done little to address the U.S. side of the problem. Because for one, the guns and ammunition fueling cartel violence often come from the United States. And two, he said that
I will say that One of the major problems I see at this point is like I think there needs to be less incentives to be in the world of to be in the cartel. The government needs to make it to where people get punished more if they're discovered to be part of the cartel. We can't, if Mexico wants to take back their country from the drug cartels, I mean, the citizens got to make a stand too. Which needs to stop, bro. There we go. I need napkins. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the happy poop. Nate Dogg just sent a happy poop yum yum, and he's saying, how's it going, G? Pretty good. That was an interesting little event I went to at the library, the Coos Bay Public Library. Yeah, this dude, the doctor that was there doing the lecture, he worked directly with Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, dude. So... And he's had dinner with Trump. I think that's sexy, dude. That was really fun, though. It was a really interesting event to see it all in action. Yeah, no, I'm glad I made it home from that event. It was a pretty interesting little event, man.
That the administration has made really no effort to reduce domestic drug demand, saying if there is no demand or consumption, there's not going to be any cartels. It is a big problem, but the Trump administration does nothing in terms of drug education, treatment of drug addiction.
Just close off the border.
As far as Trump, he simply responded to the operation by calling on Mexico to, quote, step up their effort on cartels and drugs. And so ultimately, you know, we're in this position where it looks like the
United States
definitely helped achieve a tactical win, right? El Mencho is dead. But as far as what are the long-term impacts, that remains to be seen.
Close the border.
Could be positive, but also it could be catastrophic for Mexico and destabilizing for the region. Only time will tell. We'll hope for the best. And in the meantime, I'd love to know your thoughts. But also, actually, while we're talking about foreign involvement, we need to talk about U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee saying that Israel has a right to claim most of the Middle East, at least according to the Bible. Right, that is what the U.S. Ambassador to Israel told Tucker Carlson during this absolutely wild interview. And specifically, you had Huckabee, who's an evangelical Christian, telling Carlson that he believes that God has given the land of Israel to the Jewish people. And then you had Carlson responding by questioning Huckabee about his interpretation of Bible verses from the book of Genesis.
So let's go through this. You've appealed to Genesis.
That's crazy,
15 says it's Abram, it's pre-Abraham, it's Abram, receives.
All these holy wars that are happening, man. It just feels like holy war after holy war after holy war. It feels like it's getting a little crazy, you know what I mean, with all the holy wars and shit. Don't forget to tap the like button, though, if you guys think that Tucker Carlson's sexy. If you guys love Trump as much as I do, which I'm pretty gay for Trump, please tap the like button. If you guys love Trump as much as I do. Give me a moment. I'm going to get more chippy chips. But yeah, I'm eating hard, dude. And I thank you, Nate Dogg, for the happy poop yum yum. I appreciate it. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop yum yum. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, yum yum. Happy poop, ooh woo. Happy poop, ooh woo. Happy poop, happy poop, happy poop, ooh woo. Ooh woo. Give me another moment, though, everybody. I'm telling you guys, my show isn't getting gay. I'm telling you guys, my show is not gay. It's not gay. Maybe it's a little gay. Whatever.
From God the news that his descendants will inherit the land, and you tell me as the theologian if I'm getting this wrong, but from the Euphrates to the Nile. I think that's right. And that would include like basically the entire Middle East. That would be the Levant, so that would be Israel, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon. It would also be big parts of Saudi Arabia and Iraq. It would be,
I'm not sure it would go that far. I mean, it would be a big piece of land. But
does Israel have the right to that land? Because you're appealing to Genesis.
Yeah.
You're saying that's the original deed.
It would be fine if they took it all. I think you're missing something because they're not asking to
That's
go
crazy,
back
dude.
to take all of that, but they
Why
are
not?
asking to at least take the land that they now occupy, they now live in.
But Huckabee then going on to repeatedly claim that Israel doesn't want to take over all those countries, at least yet.
If Israel were to say, God gave us in Genesis 15 all of Lebanon, all of Syria, all the way up to Iraq, would that be legitimate in your view?
I don't think in this particular day and time they're asking for it.
Would it be legitimate?
I'm not sure that it would be.
Why? Because you just said that God gave
because
it
I
to
think
them.
that there is an understanding that the people of Israel today, now if they end up getting attacked by all these places and they win that war and they take that land, then okay, that's a whole nother discussion. But you and I started
if they
out.
win in a war,
we
it's
started
okay?
talking.
So unsurprisingly, that got a ton of backlash with numerous Arab governing bodies and countries, including the ones that Carlson mentioned, issuing a joint statement condemning Huckabee's remarks, calling those comments dangerous and inflammatory, claiming that they endangered stability in the region, and arguing that they directly contradict the vision put forward by U.S. President Donald J. Trump based on containing escalation. You also had numerous countries calling the remarks a clear violation of international law, and that notably including big Trump allies in the region like Saudi Arabia, which slammed Huckabee's remarks as extremist rhetoric and calling on the State Department to clarify its position. And actually with that, you had the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem responding by saying that there hadn't been a change in policy, while also essentially claiming that Huckabee's comments had just been taken out of context, arguing. If one listens to the full context, Ambassador Huckabee clearly says that Israel has no desire to change their current boundaries.
This is crazy.
Huckabee himself going on the offensive by repeatedly shitposting about Tucker on Twitter, and at one point seemingly accusing him of spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories.
Oh,
and also
geez,
beyond that,
man.
you had many experts noting that Huckabee's inflammatory comments about the region, it comes as Trump's teetering on the brink of an all-out war with Iran. As we've talked about a number of times before, Trump has repeatedly threatened possible military action against Iran if they don't agree to a nuclear deal by a deadline that's now just days away. That was actually something that Carlson also touched on in the interview, with impressing Huckabee on the fact that many Americans, including plenty of Trump supporters, strongly oppose a U.S. war with Iran.
Okay, so what percentage of Americans support a war with Iran?
I don't know. Do you know?
I do. I think it's around, I saw the numbers yesterday, I think it was like 21%.
Okay.
Is that enough to have a war with Iran?
We don't live in a world where you have a poll taken to find out whether our policy should be a particular direction. Because
I thought you just said that
that's
we
direct
vote.
democracy. No, we care deeply about it. But on the other hand, do we make the decisions of foreign policy and even domestic policy based on
We
what
care
the
deeply
latest
about
poll
it in
number
what
is?
sense? So you've got 350 million Americans.
Tucker's Grill and Mike Huckabee, dude. I love Tucker Carlson, dude. You can't cuck the tuck. You can't cuck the tuck. You know, Tucker Carlson getting fired from Fox News was the best thing to ever happen to him. Because Fox News is a bullshit network, and Tucker Carlson is more interested in the truth than being part of a shitty network like Fox News or MSNBC or anything. Crazy.
They voted in this last election on the basis, in part, of the promise no more wars. Okay, so now we're about to have a war, looks like.
You then had Tucker going on to argue that Americans don't think that Iran poses an imminent threat to the United States, and that Trump is gearing up to start a war because Israel has been pressuring him to do so. And actually on that note, the same day that the Huckabee interview came out, you had Trump telling reporters that he is actively considering launching a limited strike on Iran.
Mr. President, are you considering a limited military strike to pressure Iran into a deal?
Thank you, press. Keep moving. Thank you.
Are you considering a limited strike, sir?
Right, and then yesterday you had the New York Times reporting that Trump has told his advisors that he'll consider a much bigger attack in coming months, intended to drive Iranian leaders from power if they fail to agree to his demands after diplomacy or limited strikes. With sources also reportedly telling them that Trump has been leaning toward conducting an initial strike in the coming days in order to pressure Iran's leaders into making a deal. So that's something we could potentially see in a matter of days because, you know, negotiators from the United States and Iran, they're currently set to meet in Geneva this Thursday for what's been described as a last-ditch negotiation to avoid a military conflict. I guess in other words, we should know in a few days by the end of the week if missiles are going to be flying or not. Maybe. Kinda. Right, and then there's more we're going to dive into.
Crazy, man. I mean, the world's at war. I swear, every time I look up, it feels like the world's at war. It's unfortunate. It pisses me off. But what can you do? You guys don't forget to tap the like button. It does help the channel grow. Let's keep watching.
In just a minute, but first let me thank a sponsor and say, you know, if your wireless bill is over $15 a month, I need you to sit down because you've been robbed politely. Today's sponsor, Mint Mobile, was essentially
Mint Mobile! Oh, dude, I just got a boner. I didn't realize that Mint Mobile was one of the affiliates and or sponsors of Philip DeFranco. Oh man. I am a little bit sprung right now. I'm tapping the like button. Everybody give a round of applause to Philip DeFranco for choosing Mint Mobile. MintMobile.com/DeFranco. Hell yeah, dude. I use Mint Mobile, and I pay $30 a month because I have unlimited data, basically. Yeah, the unlimited data plans are like $30 a month as long as you pay a year in advance. Totally worth it, by the way. Mint Mobile is an incredible service, and honestly, the data is high quality. It's high quality, fast data. You get a good amount of bandwidth. I was able to live stream earlier through Mint Mobile, by the way, at my Coos Bay Public Library. I was able to live stream using my 5G connection and was able to get a crystal clear stream for everybody to watch a seminar at the Coos Bay Library. And I want to give a shout out to my boy TJ. Thank you very much, TJ, for recommending that I go down there and live stream it. Normally TJ would be the one who goes down there and live streams an event like that. But TJ texted me, and I realized I didn't have anything going on. So I was like, you know what? Let's live stream the event. So it was really an honor to live stream the event on behalf of my buddy TJ. He's a really incredible dude. We're all, I would say most of us are pretty big fans of TJ on this channel. We love him. I love him. So he's a big part of this channel. TJ is also he's inspired me, man. He keeps inspiring me every time. Every time I talk to him, every time I have a text conversation with him, the man inspires me. So, TJ, I know you're probably not watching at the moment, but man, you inspire me a lot, bro. So if you guys want to be like TJ, honestly, check him out at Stocks Family Farm is the YouTube channel. Once again, at Stocks Family Farm. Make sure you guys check him out, subscribe to his channel. He's a total stud.
To save you money on your phone bill. They give you premium wireless without the premium price, and you can sign up online without dealing with store chaos. And right now, they're actually offering you beautiful bastards 50% off unlimited wireless plans. Lock it in Mint's lowest price ever, $15 a month on a 3, 6, or 12-month plan. All plans come with unlimited talk and text and the nation's largest 5G network, and so yeah, you can doom scroll in peace. Or maybe you don't need unlimited. Mint has 5 gigabyte, 15 gigabyte, 20 gigabyte.
No, I really do love the unlimited data plan, though. It's very handy. So I love Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile's great.
Basically a plan for every level of I never leave Wi-Fi. And the whole model's simple. You buy in 3, 6, or 12-month chunks, and the longer you buy, the more you save. Just activate from home with eSIM, keep your number, or grab a new one, and there's a money-back guarantee if you're nervous. So stop letting your wireless bill break your bank. Get this new customer offer and pay just $15 a month for a 3, 6, or 12-month plan. That's 50% off an unlimited wireless plan at mintmobile.com/DeFranco. Again, that's mintmobile.com/DeFranco, or scan that QR code. Go pay less and feel morally superior about it. But then, diving right back.
I do feel morally superior. I am more superior than all of you because I use Mint Mobile. I am a better person than each and every one of you because I use Mint Mobile. Nathan, my buddy Nathan, is a better person than you guys because he uses Mint Mobile. If you do not use Mint Mobile, you are not a good person. You are not a good person like me and Nathan. Me and Nathan, we're better than you guys. Now, if you do use Mint Mobile, good. You're one of us. You're a part of an elite group of people who don't want to pay a lot of money for their phone bill every month to have unlimited data. But Nathan and I, we are superior to the majority of you because we have Mint Mobile. We care about our bottom line. And we're not bottoms. We refuse to be bottoms. That's why we have Mint Mobile. It's why we have Mint Mobile. All right. Sorry, you guys. I had to look down on you for a little bit. Just kidding, though. I love you guys. You guys don't have to you guys don't have to have Mint Mobile for me to love you. If you don't have Mint Mobile, I still love you. But if you do have Mint Mobile, I will love you even harder. Let's keep going.
Back into the news. We've got to talk about how Secret Service shot and killed an armed 21-year-old guy just outside of Trump's place in Mar-a-Lago. Right around 1:30 in the morning on Sunday, 21-year-old Austin Tucker Martin reportedly got through the gate of Mar-a-Lago.
I'm not going to lie, though. When I first saw this picture, it took me like a second. Obviously, so there's this guy used to hang out with back in the day. His name is Gerald. And I honestly, when I first saw this picture, I thought it was Gerald. I really legitimately thought it was only for a second, though. I thought it was my boy Gerald. I'm not a big fan. He and I don't talk anymore, but I thought, I was like, oh, dude, no. No, but immediately, after 1 second, I realized it wasn't Gerald. But no, I thought this guy... Straight up, I thought this guy was Gerald. I was like, no way. No fucking way.
Mar-a-Lago carrying a fuel can and a shotgun, with Martin then making it about 20 yards before being confronted by law enforcement, a deputy and 2 Secret Service agents to be specific, and you had the local sheriff saying at a press conference that the agents told Martin to drop what he was holding, and that is when he raised the shotgun to a shooting position. And so that is when they say they fired on Martin and he was pronounced dead at
That's so crazy, man.
and as of now, that's pretty much all we know about the confrontation itself. We don't know yet how many shots were fired or who among the agents actually pulled the trigger. But I will say there is an investigation underway, and the officials involved were wearing body cameras. And while the investigation takes place, you have the Secret Service agents being placed on administrative leave. Now, as far as the intruder himself, what we do know is that he's from North Carolina, and he was reported missing on Saturday by his mom. You have the New York Times speaking to some of his former classmates from high school who described him as smart, quiet, a conservative guy. And they also added that while he did talk about his opinions, he came from a pro-Trump family, and he was even in the ROTC, and you had some saying that he wasn't aggressive, saying he wouldn't go out of his way to bash anybody from the left side or start arguments or anything like that. He had his opinion, and he mostly kept it to himself. Several people also said that it seemed
That's crazy, man. Crazy.
out of character and that Martin was probably one of the kinder souls they knew. This guy even reportedly had an artwork business that focused on, quote, bringing to life the hopeful feeling of being on a golf course by illustrating golf course scenes and providing framed copies of handmade works in various golf course gift shops. And so at least according to these people, the fact that this happened is shocking, and as far as what drove him to breaching a secure perimeter to Trump's house with a shotgun, that's not really clear at this point. But also with that, I'll say we may know sometime soon because you have the authorities promising a full investigation into Martin's motive. But in the meantime, what I will say is that this does feel like kind of just the latest bit of escalations as far as political violence. Just over a week ago, an 18-year-old was arrested for running at the U.S. Capitol with a shotgun in hand, and threats against politicians are skyrocketing, with Capitol Police opening nearly 15,000 threat assessment cases last year, which is up nearly 60% from 2024. But also, of course, it's not just threats, and it's not limited to one party. Last summer, Minnesota Democratic House Speaker Melissa Hortman and her husband were shot and killed in their home. And then, of course, even though he wasn't technically a politician himself, as a major conservative commentator, Charlie Kirk's assassination shocked the world. And then, of course, with Trump, there's a history. There was a moment from the campaign trail in July 2024. And then there was also the guy who was...
Yeah, I still can't believe that, man. Whew. That blew my mind. Give me just a moment, you guys. Hey, when you point your finger my way, just know that... Anyways, keep watching.
Captured waiting with a rifle on a golf course in West Palm Beach while Trump was playing around in September of 2024. Right, and that guy has actually been sentenced to life in prison since. And actually, you recently had Trump himself acknowledging the repeated threats and actions against him in a press conference.
I don't know how long I'll be around. Got a lot of people gunning for me, don't I?
And as far as the reaction from Trump's inner circle, they kind of took the opportunity to hype up law enforcement and go after Democrats. You had Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying in the middle of the night, while most Americans were asleep, the United States Secret Service acted quickly and decisively to neutralize a crazy person armed with a gun and a gas canister who intruded President Trump's home. Federal law enforcement are working 24/7 to keep our country safe and protect all Americans. But they're then going on to get in a dig at the Democrats for shutting down DHS over a lack of ICE regulations. You also had Attorney General...
Crazy, man. Effing crazy.
Bondi saying that she's working with federal authorities and Trump regarding what she called the intrusion and shooting at Mar-a-Lago. And you had FBI Director Kash Patel promising to dedicate all necessary resources in the investigation. But that actually then brings us to another thing we need to talk about. Because while all of this was going down, Patel was actually in Italy for the Olympics. And you had many furious to see him in Milan, accusing him of using taxpayer dollars to do Olympian cosplay. Because Patel was there to watch the U.S. men's hockey team make history as they beat Canada to win the gold medal for the first time since 1980. It was a huge game. There was a ton of fanfare, and not long after, Team USA got their medal.
Kash Patel was celebrating hard, man. He was going hard with Team USA, dude. He was getting hard and going hard.
You had a source sending a ProPublica reporter a video of Kash Patel throwing beer.
I love Kash Patel, dude. I'm just kidding. I'm not a big fan of him. So here's the problem I have with Kash Patel. Pam Bondi and Kash Patel got to go, man. I love Donald Trump, but him hiring Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, I just think they're not fit for the job. They're just not fit for the job, man. Fire Pam Bondi. Fire Kash Patel, bro.
Team in the locker room. He even got to wear one of their gold medals. They all sang Toby Keith's courtesy of the red.
Don't forget to tap the like button, everybody. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. So tap that like button.
white and blue together, and as this video started circulating, you had a lot of people noting that Patel reportedly took an FBI jet to get to Italy. And you had people angry or even outright furious that Patel was choosing to spend his time and our money this way, saying things like 3 million pages of evidence of a massive child sex trafficking ring, and this is what the FBI director is doing right now. And others saying the head of the top law enforcement agency in the US should not be using taxpayer dollars to jet set across the world and get drunk with athletes. Can't imagine the outrage if a Biden appointee did this. And can someone in Congress please subpoena how much Patel's Make-A-Wish trip cost us? And others noting that there are truly a million other things Patel should be doing instead of crushing a cold one with the boys, whether it be Epstein or focusing on what's happening with Mexico, the search for Nancy.
I mean, it is
or
Team
situation
USA.
of Mar-a-Lago. Now, for his part, you had Patel defending himself by essentially saying it's his right to bro out every now and then, saying for the very concerned media, yes, I love America, and was extremely humbled when my friends, the newly minted gold medal winners on Team USA, invited me into the locker room to celebrate this historic moment with the boys. Greatest country on earth and greatest sport on earth. And while with that, you had some questioning if he was actually invited in or he invited himself. You had many angry because the American people don't pay him to watch sports. We're saying that they pay him to do a job that should keep him pretty busy and a job that
I'm pretty based.
He sucks at. Now with that, to pull back.
No, I'm pretty yeah, I'm based. I guess you could say I'm based. I think so. I mean, I want to believe I am, I think I am.
Little Patel definitely wasn't the only member of Trump's administration going out of their way to celebrate the men's hockey win. Or you had Trump himself posted about it several times, mainly to mock Canada. He also shared an old post from former PM Justin Trudeau that said, "You can't take our country and you can't take our game." But Trump also posting an AI video of himself playing hockey against Canada, knocking players down and then repeatedly punching one in the face. He also actually personally called the team.
I missed you too, Mad61276. I've missed you too, my pink brony bro. Hey guys, we're currently sitting pretty at 8,401 subscribers. Once again, we're sitting pretty at 8,401 subs. Make sure you guys tap the subscribe button because we're trying to get to 8,500 subscribers by the end of the night. Let's go.
To congratulate them, laying heavy compliments on the goalie and inviting the whole team to the State of the Union this week.
We're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night. It's the biggest.
We're in.
Yeah,
Well, some people, they had feelings about the team and Trump and this call in general. What really seemed to upset people about this call was when Trump brought up the U.S. women's hockey team. Because, our women's team, they also got gold in a big win over Canada. But according to outlets like The Athletic, there was no indication that Trump reached out to the women to congratulate them on their win. And when he brought them up to the men, many felt like his remarks were pretty backhanded.
And we have to, I must tell you, we're going to have to bring the women's team. You do know that. I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
To many, that sounded like Trump was saying that they have to include the women, not because they deserve celebration, but just because, he doesn't get into any woke trouble for
It's possible Philip DeFranco's doing Ozempic. I don't plan on ever touching Ozempic because I exercise. So there's no reason for me to use Ozempic. I walk around and, there are some people who legitimately need it for medical reasons. So granted, use it, but I don't need it, so.
And to many, you had the men's hockey team seeming to laugh in agreement, and that really rubbed people the wrong way. So you had some saying, so they took pictures with the women's team, went to the game to cheer them on, praise them in the media, and in private, they laugh at them? And women in this country deserve so much fucking better. Olympic gold medalists being reduced to the punchline of a joke for everyone in the good old boys club to laugh at. All while, actually, if you look into it, for the third Winter Games in a row, U.S. women took home more gold and overall medals than the men did. Then also with this, you've had others pushing back against the backlash, defending the men's hockey players. People like Dave Portnoy saying, talking to the president after winning gold is as American as apple pie. Though again, for many, the main thing here is Patel. Right? Many saying that the former podcaster seems more interested in being an influencer, partying, getting just the connects, and of course all of it on the taxpayer dime. And sure, you did have a spokesperson for the FBI defending Patel by saying he was there to meet with Italian security officials as the FBI had a major role in Olympic security. But even then, you had a lot of people saying it just looked like there was a lot of drinking for a business trip. But with that, what are your thoughts here? Do you think it's a valid concern or this is kind of overblown?
Yeah, I think people are making a big deal out of nothing. I'm not a big fan of Kash Patel, but him being there to support the USA hockey team, I mean, it is whatever, it's whatever. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. I'm putting some names up on the board, people who have subscribed over the last 2 days. So I'm just putting 3 days. I'm putting as many people. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Board. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Just putting up the names real quick. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. One moment, everybody.
Any and all thoughts. But then,
Thank
moving
you for
on from that
subscribing
to
to
the
the
final
Michael
thing
Garza
that we're going to
Show.
talk about today.
Don't
We
forget
need to
to
talk
tap
about,
the
I just want to
subscribe
unwrap
button
this.
in the
Trump
upper
offering to
right-hand
send a
corner.
U.S. Navy hospital ship to Greenland to help with, quote, the many people who are sick, but both U.S. hospital ships are under repair.
Okay, thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Kind of done with Philip DeFranco right now. Tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Give me just a few moments. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. One more moment, everybody. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show.
Peter
Don't forget to
Mandelson.
tap
So
the
this is one of the
subscribe
people
button in
that
the
was
upper
just
right-hand
recently
corner.
revealed as being a co-conspirator. He was in the Epstein files, has been arrested as part of a probe over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
And sources tell me want 500B bailout, almost complete. He says SD be announced tonight. He says, are you home? Just leaving number 10 will call. So you've got...
Oh, my man was using a BlackBerry. Jeffrey Epstein loved BlackBerry, dude. Well, hey, I love BlackBerry too, bro. I love BlackBerry too. BlackBerry brothers. I never actually owned a BlackBerry though. I always thought it'd be cool to own a BlackBerry. I've always loved like the feeling of the key press. I always thought it would be really dope to have a BlackBerry. It's never too late though. I may still get a BlackBerry phone. I'm still considering it. Not sure, yo. Not sure yet though. Do you guys love BlackBerry as much as I do? Because I am in love with BlackBerry phones. I think they're fabulous. When we adored the fabulous. Whoa. When we were young. Oh. When we were young.
Basically, this guy is probably trading some sort of information or something else like that, and he did get finally arrested.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want to understand. What is this? Man. I don't even know if these are yearbook photos or not. I have no idea.
LBJ, baby. Young LBJ, dude. I love LeBron.
Damn, bro, that's the GOAT. I don't want to understand. He revealed as being a co-conspirator. He was in the Epstein files, has been arrested as part of a probe over his ties to Jeffrey Epstein. And sources tell me want 500B bailout, almost complete. He says SD be announced tonight. He says, are you home? Just leaving number 10 will call. So you've got basically this guy is probably trading some sort of information or something else like that. And he did get finally arrested. And so it's kind of annoying to me that the UK is having all of the fun with this, and we're not doing.
Yeah, we're not arresting anybody here. We're not arresting any of these people. I mean, it is true that Jeffrey Epstein had very close ties with a lot of these European governments, but he also had close ties with a lot of people here in America too. So what gives? How come people here are not going to jail for like insider trading? Because that clearly happened. with Epstein.
Shit.
Metropolitan Police have confirmed that he's been arrested and taken away for questioning. This follows searches of his house in North London, but also his country house in Wiltshire. But this is about misuse of his position in public office, a similar allegation to Andrew, which was...
Yeah, because they're not actually arresting these guys for anything to do with underage girls. What they are able to get them on, things like trading information and secrets that you're not supposed to be telling people. Insider trading, exactly, state secrets. So this is the interview with this guy.
Some people will think because that I'm a gay man, I was sort of insensitized or I wasn't attuned to what was going on. I don't really accept that. I think the issue is that because I was a gay man in his circle, I was kept separate.
What is this, like the Kevin Spacey defense? I'm innocent, I'm gay?
From what he was...
Because I'm a gay man, I was kept separate from what he was doing in the sexual side of his life. But there he is in his underwear. I mean, that is a compromising photo, don't get me wrong.
In the sexual side of his life. He, in a sense, had three buckets of people in his life: the business and the financial, the political and the academic, and then what he was doing with young women. It's possible that some people crossed over, but I didn't.
What's up, Feline Gaming? How you doing, my brony bro?
And I think probably the reason I was separate from the third of those is because I'm gay. Possibly something.
Bro, I think you're just saying the same guy, by the way.
Yeah, he was hanging out. He was getting his. I bet he was getting his schlong wet somehow. I think he's just pretending. I think he's faking, dude.
He's gay.
He's faking.
Guys, he's gay. He's gay, totally gay. Oh, there he is again with Big J, right? There he is again. Oh, there. Wow, they're having a good time together.
Epstein. Well, he does look a little. That face is kind of, well, and the way he's crossing his legs, it's a little gee.
They're so happy. Ooh, look at that. It's a birthday party. Somebody's been a good boy.
One of the...
Jeffy! Uncle Jeffy! Uncle Jeffy.
Maybe half dozen most powerful figures in this country, personally appointed by Keir Starmer.
Oh, there he is.
Hey guys, don't forget to tap the like button though. The more likes we get, the better. I could give you a ton of reasons to tap the like button. I mean, we're trying to get 100 likes by the end of the stream, so don't forget to tap the like button. But yeah, if you guys can, liking the stream really pushes us out on the algorithm more than you guys could ever know. So the simple act of tapping the like button goes a long way. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. We would prefer you subscribe too. But if you can, at the bare minimum, please like the stream, as it really takes us a long way, man. Frog eat frog. Frog Eat Frog is asking Garza, how are you doing, dog? Pretty good, dude. That little event that I was at the Coos Bay Public Library with Dr. Top G. Dr. I'm forgetting his name every time. It's like, it's such an easy name to remember, but I'm just... My mind is so numb. Dr. Douglas Frank. Dr. Douglas Frank at the Coos Bay Public Library. I live streamed the whole event. Very educational. Very, very fun. I had a good time, man. But yeah, you guys, make sure you tap the like button. The more likes we get, the better. But never. I think I saw you in the chat, Frog Eat Frog. I think I might have saw you in the chat earlier while I was at the library filming that event. That was a really fun event to film, by the way. I really do enjoy live streaming events. I may start looking at the event calendars around town and just start filming random events. I think that'd be pretty fun to start filming a bunch of rando events. Yeah, SB Snobs. SB Knob says Coos Bay, Oregon. Yepers. Yeah, I was at the Coos Bay Public Library. It was a really interesting event. Really cool, man. Frog Eat Frog, you're already subscribed, dude. Bro, you're already a subscriber. Bro, you're already a subscriber, man. What the hell? Oh, that's funny. Nah. Do you mean, when you say sub, do you mean submissive? See, you might be a submissive is what you're saying, because I know you're already subscribed, so the only sub I'm thinking that you're meaning is submissive. So are you going to be a submissive for Zaddy? Oh, man, Frog Eat Frog, you're the GOAT, bro. I love you. You're the man. Everybody give a round of applause to Frog Eat Frog. He's our I would say home dog, but he's really, at the end of the day, our home frog. Our home frog. Frog Eat Frog, baby. What a sexy stud. Let's keep watching.
In which he called Epstein his, quote, best pal.
Best pal, Jeffrey Epstein.
Uncle Jeffrey Epstein's buying me things. He's gonna get me some cool things for my bangs. Jeffrey Epstein's buying me shit. He's making me feel so hard with my clit. You know what? Fuck yeah. Let's keep reacting to shit.
Geez, guys. I think we've got a bit of a problem, don't we?
Let's see what else we got here. Oh shit, Bill Ackman in conversation with Vlad Tenev.
Okay, great. Well, I'm really delighted to be with Vlad and Shiv from Robinhood, and apparently they're launching something pretty interesting. So maybe you can start by telling me what you guys are up to.
Yeah.
So Frog Eat Frog says, I thought that's what you meant by sub. I got my GIMP suit on, brony. Oh, God. Oh, Frog Eat Frog is getting a little too randy. He's getting too randy, you guys. We got to contain my man. My man can't be contained. He's throbbing.
Thank you for having us.
So we're going to watch a little bit of Vlad Tenev. I do happen to love Vlad. Vlad. So since we don't have Brad Lacken on the channel anymore, the only person we could really turn to at the end of the day is Vlad Tenev. So let's watch.
Basically, we saw a problem. Shiv and I have been working on this for 5
How do you guys feel about the Robinhood Ventures Fund? How do you guys feel about it, by the way? So in summary, just a quick little summary, the Ventures Fund is basically allowing Robinhood users, or pretty much anybody, I think, on a brokerage account, the ability to get into a fund where the fund invests in privately held private companies instead of publicly traded companies. Me personally, I prefer publicly traded companies. They're just more predictable. However, I will say this, if you invest in privately owned companies, I mean, you do have more advantages in the sense that you have a higher possibility. I mean, not a higher possibility, but the reward is so much greater when you're an early investor, especially if you get it, especially if you're an early investor in a private company that then becomes public. That's a huge deal. So getting in early into a company before it goes fully public is really the key. But I also love investing in public companies just because if they're publicly traded, I want access to it, man.
5 years. The problem is companies are staying private for longer. You look at today, some of the biggest, some of the most desirable companies that people know and want to invest in are still private and reaching valuations in the high hundreds of billions.
Yeah, and they do it because they don't want to have to answer to shareholders. It's completely reasonable for a company to remain private because sometimes having to deal with a shareholder meetings is just beyond infuriating. I get it. I 100% get it. Because even though I'm an investor in Coca-Cola, even if I was a majority shareholder in Coca-Cola somehow, some way, who am I to tell Coca-Cola how to run their business unless I've got proof to tell them how to run their business? If I'm a majority stakeholder in Coca-Cola, I do actually have some say-so in how the company's ran. But I'm not. I'm a minority shareholder. I understand the company's going to do its thing. It's going to do what it needs to do. Anyway, let's keep going.
Or in trillions. I mean, you look at the SpaceX deal that was announced recently. If you accept the $1.2 trillion valuation, you feel like you're being left behind as a public market investor for sure.
Yeah, if you look at SpaceX, if you look at the leading AI labs, I mean, it's looking like
Here's the thing: I don't feel left behind. You know, if there's going to be companies that are private, they're just going to be private. If I can't invest in those companies, all right. As long as I can invest in companies that I know are good in the public sector, as long as I'm heavily diversified, that's really the key. The key is absolute diversification. I like to dabble in the silver markets for sure. I like to get into the silver markets when silver's dipping, and then when silver goes up, I start selling on the up train, on the up scale. Yeah, that's just how I roll. Okay, let's keep going, man.
They might not go public until they hit possibly multiple trillions in valuation. So we think that this is a problem for multiple reasons. I call it the greatest longstanding iniquity in capital markets today. And we're looking for how to solve it, right? We're looking for how to solve it. So, Shiv and I...
You guys don't forget to tap the like button. The more likes we get, the better. It does push us out on the algorithm quite a bit. So just the simple act of liking the stream really goes a long way. So don't forget to tap that like button, man. I'm trying to annoy people I've never even met. If you guys want to know the truth, my goal is to annoy and educate people I've never met before. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I want more people to like the stream. So don't forget to tap the like button and let's keep going, man.
I've been working hard, excavating every possible crevice to figure out the best vehicle for retail to get exposure to private assets. And I think we found it, a closed-end fund, you know them well, a 40 Act fund, which you can think of as a basket of private companies, frontier names we call them. You get daily liquidity. This thing trades just like a stock or ETF in the public markets. And, we're now on the roadshow raising capital from retail, but also institutional. And we want to take that capital and continue to invest it.
So my understanding is you're starting with an existing kind of portfolio of assets. So how invested will the capital be, and where will the capital be invested?
Yeah, I'm curious to see like what kind of private companies like Vlad Tenev and his boy Shiv put, like, what are they going to invest in? Like, what sort of private companies are they getting into? Are these high quality private companies? Do they I'm assuming that they have cash flow. That would be the assumption. As long as the company is turning a profit, or at least is projected to turn a profit at some point in the future, sure, it's great. Why not?
At de novo.
Yeah, I can start with this one, Vlad. So we're contributing a $350 million portfolio of companies we've already invested in. We shared them on our roadshow. It's 7 names that we've signed and 8 that is signed and pending close. There's some well-known names out there. So companies like Databricks, Ramp, Recor, very big in the AI economy.
I don't know those names, but that's okay. Let's keep going.
Some fintech names.
Now, do you guys think when is this venture fund going to be accessible? Hold on. I'm going to ask the question. When will the Robinhood Ventures fund be available to purchase? Okay. So the Robinhood Ventures Fund, RVI, is what it's going to be called, is expected to begin trading on the New York Stock Exchange around February 26th, with shares priced at $25 per share. Robinhood customers can currently request IPO shares in the app ahead of the official launch. The fund aims to provide retail investors access to late-stage private companies. I think that's kind of cool, if I'm going to be honest. Let's see if I could buy some shares of RVI right now, because I'm willing. I mean, look, I kind of want some exposure to some private companies too. So let's see here. So I'm going to type in RVI, Robinhood Ventures Fund. So IPO access listing currently offers. So about Robinhood Ventures Fund 1, RVI is a closed-end fund that intends to invest primarily in private companies operating frontiers of their industries. It's cool. So you know what? So what's in this fund? Databricks, Revolt, Mercor, Airwallex, Boom Supersonic, Aura, Ramp, and Kash and Kash equivalents. Okay. Huh. You know what? I'm interested. Let's Okay, so it's currently one of those situations where I would have to request to buy RVI. I think I'm just going to wait for it to become publicly available. I think that's going to be kind of the goal at this point. Yeah, it just seems... I'm excited about it. Look, I love being diversified as much as I love publicly traded companies. I would love to have access in some capacity, at least some sort of exposure to privately owned companies, even if it's through a closed-end fund like the RVI. Let's keep watching.
Names, Airwallex, for example, Boom Aerospace, they're trying to revolutionize the civil engineering space. Aura, the hardware and software company.
Wearing mine right now.
Yes, and then on top of that, we...
an Aura ring! Okay, that's what Aura is. That turns me on. And let's keep... Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. Tap that like button, bro.
We signed Stripe, which we're super excited about.
Tap that like button. If you don't tap that like button, I'm going to get pissed. No, if you guys could, though, the more likes we get, the better. The goal here is to annoy as many people as I can that I've never even met before. So when you tap the like button, you're giving me the opportunity to annoy strangers that I've never met before. So please tap the like button. It really does help the channel grow. And let's keep watching. In just a second.
Investments post-IPO. We filed for $1 billion, so we're going to try to raise more cash on top of it. We'll have a seed portfolio for investors to get started, and then the hope is we'll have a lot of cash for us to continue to invest in some of these companies.
I think it'll be faster than we thought. I mean, I don't know how you feel about this, Shiv, but when I was kind of thinking this through, I would have thought maybe we would do 2 or 3 deals before IPO, and we would commit a seed portfolio that was a little bit less diversified, smaller. But a lot of companies have really been excited to let us in. They're talking about it. Their CEOs have done videos talking about how important retail is for them. So I think that, we sort of...
Ooh-woo. Swiss made 1497 says OMG, and then ET says ooh woo. Ooh woo. ET, what up, my brony bro? Ooh woo. So, hey, I want to know, what did you guys think about that event that I was live streaming at the Coos Bay Public Library with my boy, the doctor? My boy, Dr. Douglas Frank, PhD, by the way. What a stud. He was an interesting fella. Honestly, a very interesting fella. I thought his presentation was incredible. And I love that he's trying to talk to grassroots Oregonians, man. I love it. You know, he didn't even expect people to pay for this event. It was totally a free event, and I was proud to be a part of it, and I really wanted to live stream it so that way people could be aware that, you know, follow the data. The whole idea is to follow the data. So he was showing us a lot of interesting data points during that live stream, and his thesis is interesting. His entire thesis is fascinating. Essentially, the systems that we have in place make it very easy for fraud to happen, even if it's unintentional. Because I think incompetence, people in the wrong positions, is a form of fraud. I think that deserves to be counted as fraud. People who are in positions of power where it's not within their circle of competence could be considered a form of fraud. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
Anticipate, okay, for a product like this that people aren't really used to seeing, it might take a lot of education, might take a lot of banging on doors. Certainly it has, but I think we're surprised looking at how quickly we were able to build up the seed portfolio as is, even pre-IPO.
Yeah, I agree. The initial response has been fantastic. They understand the power of retail in this market. So while we're just getting started, I think the proof of concept has been really pleasantly surprising.
Yeah, and it makes it easy for them too. Because there are companies that are just like, I don't want to be publicly... Because when you're a publicly traded company, you have to answer to the shareholders. When there's a closed-end fund like the Robinhood Ventures fund, and they're just buying the shares, truth is, these private companies don't actually have to answer to any shareholders. They don't have to answer to retail investors. They just have to have the occasional conversations with Vlad Tenev and this one dude. I can't remember his name, but Vlad Tenev and the other guy.
So if I can kind of reinterpret what you're saying, is basically a key success factor in venture and kind of growth in private investing is access to the deals. And what you're saying is what you're offering to the founder is your portal to kind of the retail investor. And this is a way for them to attract and in effect admit a large number of retail investors into the company when they're still private. That's effectively the pitch.
Yeah, there's kind of two things that are important to the founders. One is it's permanent capital. So it's a little bit different than traditional venture where you go public and you need to distribute. In this type of vehicle, we can invest when they're private, and then we can buy them in the public markets if we would like. So that's resonating with the founders. And the second, as you were saying, is getting associated with retail, getting the brand halo and innovation there. I think most folks don't realize the public U.S. equity markets is 25% retail today, and that's growing every single year.
In light of these companies staying private for longer, and what used to cause companies to go public, the SEC would require you to go public once you had a certain number of shareholders. That rule's been changed. That allows companies to be private. Another motivation for companies going public was that the founders wanted some liquidity. But today, of course, you see opportunities for founders and insiders to sell stock in kind of these sort of secondary transactions that are happening. Maybe you can, do these companies have any kind of plan and timing with respect to, if you invest in Databricks today, how quickly do you think this becomes a public company? And is there a risk that they just stay private for the next decade?
Yeah, so I can't speak to any specific company, but Vlad, I know you spent a lot of time about why you think more companies should be public and how to make the IPO's process a little better again. Do you want to speak to that?
I mean, one thing
I don't think all companies need to be public. You know what I mean? I think... And it's more of an instinctual answer than it is an answer that is logical. You know what I mean? My fundamental idea is that not every company should be public or even deserves to be public. I think if you're going to do an initial public offering, I think it needs to be reasonable, And I don't know who does the valuations half the time. I'm not super duper familiar with the inner workings of the IPO process. Not gonna lie, I do have a lot of ignorance there because I don't invest in IPOs. I kind of wait them out a little bit. Sometimes, about a day after the IPO happens, sure, I'll get into it if the stock goes down in price. I'll be like, fuck it, let's buy a share. It's kind of my attitude. F it, let's buy a share. Let's get into this a little bit. And let's see what's happening here. Let's just get into it and do what we got to do. That sort of thing. But yeah, that's just my philosophy on it, and it's how I roll.
Of course, there's raising capital, there's secondary liquidity, there's actually reaching the thresholds. So private markets have improved as a product in a sense for companies because it's easier to get access to large amounts of capital and to get secondary liquidity, and there's more players. At the same time, public markets have kind of gotten worse. There's like more legal overhead. There's more, shareholder lawsuits. There's just like additional reporting that you have to do. And there's a general bad brand around being public. So separate from what we're doing in Robinhood Ventures, we do think that IPOs should be, like, we have to do our part as a public company to make IPOs great again. And it starts from the branding.
Make IPOs great again, bro. Vlad Tennant for president. Make IPOs great again. Let's go. Let's roll.
Of being a public company. Can you make your earnings calls fun? Can you engage retail? Can you think about all of these like public company things that are normally considered chores and sort of like put a different spin on it where, it's actually an opportunity to connect with your broader community of shareholders. So we let retail investors have a sizable chunk of our IPO, which I think at the time was the largest retail allocation of an IPO of our size in history. And, there was a lot of skepticism from these other companies. Why would I want retail in my IPO? Why, my bankers are telling me that this doesn't make sense. Retail's volatile. They're just flipping. And after, 5 years of data, we've proved that it's not the case.
Maybe, look, at the end of the day, it's a way for an investor to participate in these private companies. And I think you've got a good pitch to the private, growth company. What are your top 10 that you'd like to get into the portfolio over the next, so let's assume you raise $1 billion in an IPO and you've got $500-600 million to put to work. What are your top 10 companies that you would like to have in the portfolio?
Yeah, it's super interesting with this fund structure. And obviously there's constraints to doing that, both from the company side and just with the U.S. regulatory posture. But the way we're thinking about it is this is the first fund. That's why we're calling it RVI. There's probably going to be RVIIs in the future and so on and so forth.
Hey, thank you so much, Random Player 717, for sending a makeup brush. Random Player 717 also says, sadly, I got nobody, and I simply refuse to have my untouched body sullied. Hey, Random Player, you got to do what you got to do, man. You do your thing, man. You're a pink brony bro, and we dance at the gay clubs. Oh my God.
Fourth, the way we think about this is we actually look at what has retail demand. We kind of know, like.
Thank you again for the makeup brush, though, Random Player. I sincerely appreciate it. So keep it up.
What companies are people interested in? What are they talking about? And so we can be very data driven about who we go after. And of course, the theme is frontier technologies. The space technologies, AI technologies, and so probably we're already talking to a lot of the names that you're thinking about, and also our customers have in mind.
And what stage of investment, what stage of development do you want them to be at before you invest? Are you open to being, pretty early stage, or these are sort of pre-IPO kind of growth type rounds? How would you describe, kind of your target? Is this Series E?
So Random Player 717 is asking the question: is it gay though, if you both think about girls? So wait, hold on. I'm trying to understand this hypothetical scenario, random player. So you're saying that if two dudes are touching wieners, right? Two dudes are touching schlongs, all right? And are you wondering if that in itself is a gay act? But you're wondering if it's still gay if they're both thinking about girls while crossing swords. Is that what you're getting at? So like if me and Jeremy LeBabe cross our swords, right? And suddenly we start thinking about chicks, does it suddenly negate the gayness of the situation? Philosophers have been wrestling with that question for years.
B or Series A? How do you think about it?
Yeah, I think we have broad flexibility in the fund. I think what you should expect is most of them will be what we have closer to today, which is the late stage growth round. I mentioned, Databricks was doing at Series L and at Series K. Ramp just raised at a $32 billion valuation. Even Recor, which raised at a $10 billion valuation with Series C. So in general, you'll probably see these companies in those.
Oh, good Lord. Random Player 717 says I better break the news. Oh, God. Oh, good Lord, man.
Those later stage rounds. We will, however, look at a couple that are earlier. Boom Aerospace, great example. It's a little bit earlier in their life cycle. They have some great prototypes out there. We spent a lot of time with the founder and getting to know the business, so we wanted to be able to invest in there. But I think in general,
that was a Series B deal at $1 to $2 billion, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So that was probably the earliest stage relative to much later.
The constraint is, can we underwrite to it, and do we think that it's a high quality company that is suitable for the portfolio?
You can walk us through some of the kind of more technical details. So, for example, you've got $350 million of investment. I assume that's at cost, the $350 million. That's your cost, Robinhood's cost, or do you mark them based on a more recent round? As an investor investing in this fund, what price am I paying for these investments?
Yeah, it's a great question. You are buying it at cost. So the $350 million is the NAV. For all of the investments, it is the cost that we paid, except for Databricks. Because they did a subsequent round and we invested in both rounds, the cost is the higher round because it's marked at that valuation. But for everything else, it's at cost. Once the fund trades, as you know, in a closed-end fund, it could trade at a premium or a discount to NAV. We think with the quality of these assets, we're optimistic for how it could trade. But the customers buying in at the IPO will be buying at the fund NAV, which is essentially the cost of the portfolio.
So let's say Databricks goes public 6 months from now. How do you think about how long you should be a holder? Are you a long-term holder, or is the IPO a realization event for you? How do you think about it?
Yeah. So the nice thing is we have.
That's a good question, because my thought is, let's say Databricks went from private to public. Would you still hold on to Databricks in that privately held fund, or would you sell your shares after the IPO is dropped? That's a big question.
We have broad flexibility. And so we brought in a portfolio manager, Sarah Pinto. She's been doing growth investing for many years out here in Silicon Valley. And her investment team will be deciding if we want to hold. So the same way you would look at a public market investment, we'll do the same thing. We'll look at their quarterly financials. We'll see if it still makes sense for the portfolio. If we think we still want to hold it, we have the flexibility to do that.
Okay, cool. So as long as it was once a private company, it seems they're able to, even if it becomes public, they could still hold on to it as long as the company itself is still, a solid company and still a potential growth company. I like that. I really like that. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I definitely want to get into the Robinhood Ventures fund. I think it'd be nice to get some sort of exposure to privately held companies. I really do. So I would prefer to buy it at a discount if possible. You know me, I love buying at a discount, but
if we would like to, we can sell any or part of it. And then what would happen is the realized gains we would distribute out to customers.
Okay. I think the advantage we have here, I remember going through the Robinhood IPO, and after the lockup, I had a lot of the institutional investors and our VCs coming up to me and saying, that the LPs, there's a lot of pressure to sell. They don't want to hold public companies. So, the common thing I would hear is, the fund sold, but I'm still holding my shares personally. And they were very nice trying to calm me down, The benefit that we get is we don't have conventional LPs. The LPs, in effect, are a broad base of retail customers. And so there's not going to be the same.
I honestly love Vlad Tenev. I don't understand why people hate the guy. I think he's the perfect guy for Robinhood. He also looks like Robinhood. Even the way he does his mustache and beard, he kind of looks like he could play Robin Hood in a Robin Hood movie. So I don't know.
Pressure to sell that maybe a traditional venture fund would have, and I think that makes it a more attractive product for late stage companies who are considering crossover funds as capital.
Although I think you could make the argument that what you're providing today is access to deals that the public can't get direct access to. Once a company goes public, however, and you're past the lockup period, an investor could buy that stock in the market themselves. And you could make the argument that you'd be better served selling that stock and redeploying that capital, or at least the non-gain part of the capital in the next Databricks, so that the entity itself, on a long-term basis, is one where if I'm putting capital, if I'm buying stock in Robinhood Ventures 1, I know that I'm buying into a really interesting private portfolio where there could be an IPO event, as opposed to, it's become a public company that I can kind of directly access myself. How do you think about that balance?
I think you're totally right. And I think, of course, if the product becomes just a basket of public stocks, it's probably less interesting. But I think the point is we have the flexibility. Like we'll have to decide what's in the best interest of the shareholders. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't be under exogenous pressures, right? We wouldn't have any pressures other than doing what's in the best interest for the shareholder. So we like that our interests are aligned there. So, as Shiv mentioned, we'll underwrite each one independently and separately. And if it's a good investment, we want to hold it post IPO, we'll have the ability to do that. Some of them will probably want.
Stud, dude. What a stud. What a stud, dude. Vlad.
Want to get out of and recycle the funds. But it's not like we'll have the LPs breathing down our necks asking for liquidity.
Have you thought about,
my liquidity? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did my liquidity go?
You can make the capital gain distribution in the form of
Michael Saylor
stock in one of the companies you owned. So let's say, for example, Databricks goes public. Is there a way to just distribute the stock to your shareholders so that over time I end up with distributions of interests in a bunch of different businesses, and then I can make the decision myself as to whether I want to keep it or sell it?
I think your question is another flavor of that. Is there another way to give customers even better control and a better economic interest? And it's something we'll definitely work on.
Well, I think you guys have done an amazing job with that generally, and I congratulate you on what you're doing here.
Yeah, I love what Vlad Tenev is doing. I think he wants to do what's best for shareholders. I really do. I think he wants to do what's best for shareholders and users of the Robinhood platform. Yeah, I'm a huge fan, man.
So thank you, Vlad.
Hey, thank you guys for tapping the like button. The more likes we get, the better. So don't forget to tap the like button. And if possible, please subscribe to the channel, as it really does help the channel grow in more ways than one.
Thank you, Shiv. Good luck.
I think they got it, man. Uh-oh, what's happening?
It's after 5 p.m. at a dog.
So I want to talk about the East Coast record snow. Supposedly, like Polymarket's saying, like 22 inches of snow in New York. That's crazy. So it's going to be a little bit wild. I'm kind of curious about the Trump tariffs, though. So we'll get into that as soon as we can, but we'll see. Give me just a moment, though. Give me just another moment, though.
Asmongold blocked at my work. Wait, what is this?
So I'm just on
Oh no, they're trying to take down Asman.
computer, right? I was just doing some training videos for an onboarding process.
Training?
I was going to put on an Asmongold video in the background, and so YouTube works fine. And so, for example, this Terraria video works. You can play through it, and I was watching a history video.
Yeah.
You search for Asmongold, you go here, and now here's the thing. It's normal for companies to block certain websites.
Yeah.
But the fact that they've gone and blocked a specific account, I'm not able to view certain videos. It's stuck reloading.
What the?
That's crazy. I didn't know a company even had that power to go that deep into the YouTube algo. Crazy.
That's insane. So they got me, but god damn, bro, they trying to shut me down.
They're trying to shut down Asman, dude. They're trying to silence Asman. What the fuck? Let's look up Michael Saylor. I want to see what sort of copium he is suffering through. Yeah, I can't stand Michael Saylor, though, dude. Oh, Michael Saylor responds to Bitcoin
There really is
critics.
no example of a successful
It's the fraud father himself. I don't call Michael Saylor the Godfather. I call him the fraud father. Let's keep watching.
technology investment where you didn't have to weather the 45% drawdown and go through that valley of despair. Ours is...
Stop acting like Bitcoin's a good investment, you moron. Bitcoin is a literal string of data. It has no intrinsic value. It doesn't do anything. It's not even a true product. It's more of a digital collectible if we're going to try to summarize what it is. And you are literally it's like banking your entire company off of Pokemon cards and hoping that they go up. You're a freaking fool, dude. Michael freaking Saylor. Sucks.
Currently taking 137 days so far. But it might take 2 years, it might take 3 years, it might take 4 years. If it took 7 years, congratulations. It's just like Apple Computer, the biggest success story of the decade.
How can you compare... I don't understand how you could compare micro penis strategies, who is a Bitcoin treasury, by the way. They are a Bitcoin treasury. How stupid is that? How dumb is that to turn your company into a Bitcoin treasury? That just sounds like the most foolish thing that an individual can do. It is wild and it's unsettling. If I were a Micro Wiener Strategies shareholder, I would be absolutely pissed at Michael Saylor for what he's doing. I would be absolutely upset 100%, bro.
Everyone
100.
wants to hear from him. Michael Saylor. Thank you so much
I want
for
him to
joining me
answer
on the show. It's great to see you. You're one
for
of
his
the only bulls
crimes.
left, it feels like.
I think there's a lot of bulls out there.
It's a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit, Michael Saylor. You are full of BS and you know it. Michael Saylor pisses me off, dude. I've never been more upset by one man. He's turned Bitcoin into a religion, and it's basically a cult. Bitcoin has basically become a cult, and I don't know what else to think about it.
They're waiting.
Well, let's start right there. Bitcoin's price is down. Sentiment is pretty negative. The critics are saying the thesis is breaking. What do they not?
The thesis was always broken. It's not that the thesis is breaking. It was always broken. I knew it was broken. Okay, I've been telling you guys for years that Bitcoin is Ponzi money. It's Ponzi money. It's a Ponzi scheme. It subscribes to greater fool theory. And if Michael Saylor had a pair of fucking balls, he would actually debate Peter Schiff, because Peter Schiff has offered several times, in fact, probably too many times, to debate Michael Saylor on Bitcoin. Michael Saylor refuses every single time. Peter Schiff, by the way, is a legitimate voice. I think he's the perfect voice, but here's the problem. Peter Schiff is much more intelligent and understands investing better than Michael Saylor. So Michael Saylor knows, deep down in his heart of hearts, he would lose a debate to Peter Schiff easily. So I think it's pretty obvious Michael Saylor is a total chud, and I think he's a liar and a cheat. I really do think that. I think that Michael Saylor is a despicable human being, and he has convinced people that Bitcoin is worth something when it's not worth anything. Bitcoin is a pure play Ponzi scheme. I think Michael Saylor knows it. I'd like to believe he knows it. But yeah, no, Michael Saylor needs to just come clean about Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, let people know that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, bro.
Not understand.
Okay. First of all, it's 137 days since the last all-time high. 4.5 months. Half the amount of time it takes to make a baby. 4.5 months. Now,
what does that have to do with any of this, dude? You know that Bitcoin is intrinsically worthless and is going to go down. It deserves to go down even further, if we're going to be honest. Bitcoin deserves to go down even further than its current pricing structure. Bitcoin is clickcoin. Bitcoin falls under greater fool theory because guess what? It is a product that doesn't do anything. Bitcoin is a fake product at the end of the day. It promises things that it can't deliver. Bitcoin promises things that it can't deliver. Nobody takes Bitcoin seriously. We look at Bitcoin and we think, oh, this shit again? Sopa Delenga. How is gold worthless? How in the fuck is gold worthless? Do any of you guys listen to yourselves talk? Gold has plenty of utility. Gold is used in jewelry. Gold is used as a conductor. Gold is actually very malleable. Gold in itself has several intrinsic properties. Bitcoin has 0 intrinsic properties. In fact, Bitcoin is a string of data at the end of the day, and that's all it is. That's all it fucking is. Yeah, Bitcoin is worthless, okay? Gold is actually worth something intrinsically. Gold has utility. Bitcoin has no utility. Gold and silver have real-world utility, whereas Bitcoin does not. I would rather buy silver and gold on the dip than buy Bitcoin on the dip any day. Bitcoin is absolute garbage. Bitcoin deserves to go to 0. Bitcoin's a fucking Ponzi scheme, and if you guys don't see that, you're idiots. If you guys don't believe that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, I don't know what to tell you. Bitcoin is a 100% pure play Ponzi scheme. It's only used by creeps and human traffickers. Screw you all. I can't stand crypto, dude. I cannot stand cryptocurrency. I think it's one of the stupidest things ever. I I love the software. I love the architecture of the software. I think it's fascinating. But just because the software is fascinating and innovative does not necessarily mean that it's going to change the world currency structures. But yeah, Bitcoin sucks. All cryptocurrencies suck. And yeah, I'm glad to expose Bitcoin for what it is, a waste of time. Bitcoin is an absolute waste of time. Period. End of story.
We're off 45%, right? The all-time high is like 125. We're 67, 67.5 or so.
6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Michael Saylor said 6'7", everybody. Michael Saylor said 6'7".
So, there's a famous video of me in 2013.
Whoa, there's a famous video of Michael Saylor. Do you guys think he's in? Do you guys think he's doing Doge style? Do you guys think it's a hot, steamy video of Michael Saylor? Michael Saylor, we love Michael Saylor. We get so horny for Michael Saylor. Don't forget to tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So please, for the love of God, don't forget to tap that like button. Tap that like button, bro.
Speaking about the virtues of the iPhone and Apple, and it went viral for a while.
There's not an 8-year-old on the planet that doesn't want an iPhone 5.
Mm-hmm. And if you go back and you look at maybe the greatest company of our era, Apple, and the greatest stock, a stock that made people...
Okay, great. You predicted that Apple would be a great company. Fabulous. But guess what? Just because you predicted Apple would be a great company doesn't mean that you're immune from making bad choices. Michael Saylor, you are literally buying into Bitcoin as it dips, assuming that it's going to go up. Frog Eat Frog says, oh shit. Yeah, we got my boy Michael Saylor on the line, dude. Michael frickin' Saylor. Let's go, dude. Make sure you guys subscribe and simpscribe and tap the like button. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow, so make sure you guys tap that like button. Let's go.
People insanely rich. Apple releases the iPhone in 2007. The P to E of Apple is 30. The iPhone isn't a success for 2 years. Around 2009, on the iPhone 3, people start to think, and myself included, I didn't think the original iPhone 1 or 2 were that useful. There was no app store, there was no cut and paste, they were kind of toys. Around 2009, the iPhone starts working. It's iPhone 3. By 2012, they're around the iPhone 4, iPhone 5. Everybody agrees it's a cool product. Apple stock peaks. Then it crashes. Between late 2012 and May 2013, Apple stock falls 45%. The same 45% Bitcoins fall. The Apple P to E goes...
It's not the same, dude. Don't compare... The sad part is Apple... Michael Saylor's an idiot. He's a village idiot. You can't compare a company like Apple, which actually makes real products and does real things and actually has real assets. You can't compare the company Apple Computers to fucking Bitcoin. How dare you, Michael Saylor? That is the... Ugh. I hope Bitcoin goes to zero. I really do. And you want to know why I hope Bitcoin goes to zero? So this moron learns a lesson. This man needs to learn a lesson because Bitcoin has zero intrinsic value. So to compare Bitcoin, which has zero intrinsic value, to Apple, which has plenty of value because it is a real business, it's crazy. I can't believe Michael Saylor is even claiming that Apple computers and Bitcoin live in even the same universe. They're not even the same type of asset. Apple is a real company, And you're better off investing in a real company like Apple, even though I think Apple's a little overvalued, than investing in something that has zero intrinsic value like Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't produce anything. Bitcoin doesn't do a fucking thing. Bitcoin is lazy. Bitcoin's not a real asset. It's a stupid digital collectible that people are calling a currency. It's a toy. It's bullshit. I have zero respect for Michael Saylor, though, dude. It's so tough for me to respect Michael Saylor just because so much crap comes out of this idiot's mouth. Like, really dumb crap. Like, really dumb shit, dude. It's crazy.
To 10. The Ford PD less than 10.
Fucking
It's being
wild.
valued like a tired cash cow, utility company. Like, no technology, no future. People are down on it. You know how long it takes, Natalie, before Apple recovers to a P/E of 30 from 2013?
Years?
7
I don't know.
years.
7 years.
In 2020, Apple returns to a P/E of 30. So it's 13-year cycle from 2007 to 2020.
Why are you just because okay, by the way, correlation does not equal causation. I repeat, correlation pattern, just because Bitcoin's volatility somehow finds a way to match Apple Computer's volatility stock, like, make it make sense. If you take away the market price of Bitcoin, take away the market price of Apple, if you look at Bitcoin and you look at Apple just as a pure play product, which is more valuable, which is a real asset, and which is fake? It's clear to me that you would pick Apple stock. Because if you own Apple, you own the company. You own part of the company. If you own Bitcoin, you literally have a worthless string of data that is tied to some virtual stupid freaking wallet. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Through and through. Bitcoin is a huge Ponzi.
The greatest company of its era, at many times the most valuable company, the most successful product, the product that a billion people agree is something they can't live without, maybe the most successful product in the history of the human race, takes 13 years peak to trough to peak, 7 years to recover. And you know what it took for people to give Apple the PD of 30 again? The endorsement of Carl Icahn and Warren Buffett.
Wow.
Two people who probably didn't even use the iPhone that much, if at all. You never would have read a review from Carl Icahn or Warren.
No, it's because they realized that, here's the thing, Carl Icahn and Warren Buffett realized that Apple was a good company. That's why they endorsed it. They're like, this is a great company. I don't use the product, but I do actually understand that this is an amazing company. So Carl Icahn and Warren Buffett decided to invest in Apple only because they knew that Apple Computers was a good company. They were like, why have we not invested in this? Straight up. So Warren Buffett and Carl Icahn would take one look at Bitcoin. You know what they would say? They'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? They wouldn't want anything to do with it. And I can't say I blame them. You want to know why? Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger both compared Bitcoin basically to turds. Charlie Munger said, if you see your friends playing with turds, you don't go in and join them. You tell them that they're playing with turds, and hopefully they stop playing with turds. Bitcoin is literal turds. Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme, and I hope people realize it. I want people to realize. I want people to wake the fuck up. I want people to wake up, and I want them to throw up their orange pill because they've been brainwashed by idiots like Michael Saylor. Dr. Studios is asking, you like dogs or cats? I love both dogs. I love dogs and cats, dude. I love all animals, man. I'm an animal guy. I love all the animals, man. They're so cool.
And Buffett on the iPhone. Did you? Like, are they at the top of your technology, advocate list or technology reviewer list? So That's an example of how conventional markets evaluate innovation. And here's the irony, right? At the point that I give that speech, I'm saying, hey, this is an iPhone 5. There's not a 6-year-old that doesn't want this iPhone 5. At the point I give the speech, there's general consensus that the iPhone is something you can't live without, and no one's got a product nearly as good. And yet the conventional market's counter-trading it. Okay, so if you got rich in the past decade, you probably bought big tech. You probably bought Apple. You probably bought Google. You probably bought Meta. Maybe you bought Amazon. Maybe you bought NVIDIA.
Yeah, I mean, I got those in my index funds. Sure. I mean, they're in my index funds. What do you mean?
Maybe you bought Tesla. There's no way you got rich without buying big tech. Big tech has been the primary screaming.
I mean, you could get rich by trading volatility. So don't act like you can't get rich. I could swing trade the price of silver and make some good money on that.
Success. The stocks are
I love swing trading silver just because of how volatile it is naturally. So yeah, I love swing trading silver, bro.
10x, 20x, 30x, 50x. But in all cases, you find examples of the conventional market.
Make sure you guys tap the like button, though. The more likes we get, the better. It does help the channel grow in a lot of ways. So don't forget to tap that like button. Let's go.
Underappreciates them and underestimates them. With Apple, it was 7 years through the wilderness. With Amazon, I remember Amazon for something like 4 to 8 years. Conventional wisdom was Amazon's an awful company. They'll never make any money. They'll never amount to anything. You almost could have bought Amazon anytime for a...
Michael Saylor, listen to the words that you're saying. Company. Amazon was an amazing company and still is an amazing company. Bitcoin is not a company. It's not even a product that's worth having. Oh, Michael Saylor, you got to realize, man, that Bitcoin is just when you trade your dollars to somebody for Bitcoin, what you're really buying is a worthless string of data, and that's it. So, you know what? Michael Saylor is a total... I think Michael Saylor's a liar, and I think he's a Ponzi scheme artist, if we're going to be honest. I think that Michael Saylor is straight up a Ponzi scheme artist. And I don't trust him at all. I don't trust this man. If I was a shareholder in Micro Wiener Strategies, I would have got out a long fucking time ago, man. I would have sold off my shares and be like, this guy's a delusional piece of crap. I don't want anything to do with him. Michael Saylor and his Micro Wiener Strategies,
decade, while conventional investors crapped all over it. And it wasn't until 2020 during the lockdowns that people go, oh, wow, I guess we need Amazon. Mm-hmm. And, of course, just this last week, Amazon's revenue surpassed.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like, it's used, by the way, Bitcoin is used by terrible people. It's used by PDF files. It's used by human traffickers. It's used by people who do ransomware attacks and things like that. Band and Van said Michael Saylor showed up out of nowhere after the FTX collapse. Well, that's because, first off, Michael Saylor's a grifter. And, Michael Saylor's a grifter.
Past Walmart.
And
Amazon became
allegedly
the largest company in the world by revenue. But when could you have concluded Amazon was going to work? 2010, 2012.
Here's the thing. When can you conclude that Bitcoin's ever going to work? Bitcoin has not really fundamentally changed at all since its inception. Bitcoin is still the same piece of crap that it was originally. Bitcoin is not digital gold. It is digital mold. Once again, Bitcoin is not digital gold. It is digital mold. It is a worthless string of data. That's all it is. That's all it will be. I am a Bitcoin bear for life. I will never take Bitcoin seriously. I see it as a Ponzi scheme, and that's all I see it as. When you say Bitcoin, I say scam. Bitcoin, scam. Bitcoin is a scam. Let's keep going, dude.
It was already obvious there was going to be no competitor to Amazon. No one could possibly do what they were doing by 2012. 8 years later, conventional wisdom is that. The same is true with Apple. It's like, so Bitcoin, at what point do you have the fundamental ability to conclude that Bitcoin is global digital capital? Now. Like, what's the...
No, it just never will be because it lacks intrinsic value. That's the point I'm trying to make. Bitcoin it lacks intrinsic value. It's not a real product. It doesn't produce anything. It doesn't do anything. Nobody really wants it. The only reason that people get into Bitcoin is that they hope that they could buy it at a certain price and sell it at a higher price to somebody who is stupider than they were to buy it in the first place. It's literally people getting in and hoping that the price goes up so they could sell it at a higher price. There's no underlying value. There's no product being made with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is literal. It's such a waste of energy. Bitcoin is such a waste of energy. That's all it is, man. Bitcoin is a pure play waste of energy. It's a waste of time.
Indicia. The President of the United States is telling you, right? The head of the Fed, Kevin Warsh, is telling you. The head of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, is telling you. The head of the SEC, the head of the CFTC, 8 other cabinet members, all the Middle Eastern sovereign wealth funds are telling you. BlackRock is telling you, right? My company is 100x its enterprise value. Right. When in the history...
I'm sorry, I can't listen to Michael Saylor even for a moment.
Dog park in Largo, Florida, where, get this, a woman...
Okay, let's see what the hell's going on in Florida. Let's see what Asmongold is reacting to. I'm scared.
Allegedly attacked an elderly man over an argument sparked by his political attire.
Hello. Oh, is this other person still here?
Oh my God.
Yes, they are. Where is she? The gentleman in the small side.
Wait, so he's getting medical care? Oh my God.
You know, he's got a video. They're on the big side. She came running over to this side. Yeah, enough's enough. I have a right to wear this hat.
Okay. And I have video of her going crazy as a Trump deranged person.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump derangement syndrome, man. It's real. It's real, bro. Trump derangement syndrome, man. It's a real thing. I don't know what the cure is.
When I said I was good with everything Trump was doing, she freaked out and jumped over the fence and...
It's like an animal.
Told me I better be worried about her.
Oh my God.
Okay, so it's with the black tank top back there?
Yeah, black tank top, purple hair.
Seconds later, one officer...
These psychos, man.
Classic.
Purple hair. It's usually a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway, man. Holy crap. Holy friggin' smokes, bro.
Purple hair.
Catches up with the suspect, who witnesses said ran into the park after allegedly dumping liquid onto a 72-year-old man, hitting him with a can and pushing him.
What the heck? It's 70? Oh my God.
I mean, it doesn't shock me, man. When you're woke, you're crazy.
Ma'am, can you come over
When
here
you're
for
woke,
a
you're
minute?
crazy.
Come here, bitch.
By the way, what do the body cams on Law and Crime prove? Maybe that the world is unpredictable, and sometimes when those scary and unpredictable situations arise, having a great lawyer matters, right? Well, that is where our partner and sponsor, Morgan & Morgan, comes in. No, it's not just a place that makes really good hats. This one actually fits me well.
Morgan & Morgan. I've heard of these guys. Let's see.
No, it's a firm with over 1,000 attorneys. And you know why they have so many? Because they win a lot. Past few months, Morgan & Morgan secured a $29 million verdict for a bicyclist in Philadelphia, a $2.7 million verdict for a car accident victim in Florida, and $5.6 million for a car crash victim in Georgia after insurance offered that client $0. And even if you think your case isn't worth millions of dollars, why not start a
You know what I've been seeing a lot of advertisements for on the radio? I've been seeing a lot of advertisements for cryptocurrency and gambling. It's like you're just shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh, yeah. Cryptocurrency and gambling. Yep. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you see a lot of those ads, man. It sucks.
Barrel. It's like you have all these retards that are like, oh, I could get rich. Oh, this is like the new Bitcoin. I feel.
And basically, these people are susceptible. These are the people that will always go bankrupt because they have a gambling problem and because they'll always be poor. Because they can't look past their own stupidity.
I feel like it should be illegal to do that.
And fight for what you deserve. And Morgan & Morgan makes it so simple. You can start a claim from your phone in just 8 clicks. So if you're injured, you can easily start a claim at forthepeople.com/LC bodycam or click the link in the description and pin in the comments.
Hi. Hello. So before we get into everything, can I just bring you up here so we can all talk together out in the front up here?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay, do you have your...
Oh, no. So she won't come closer. She has to stay.
Oh, God. You could tell she's a crazy person already. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is about to get pretty rough.
Under the protection of the tree. Oh, this is already good.
ID on you?
Oh, good.
Okay,
this is crazy.
Laura.
Laura?
Wild shit.
Why are you here, sir?
Well, there was an incident, and we were called about it. Okay, the other officer's going to come talk to you in just a second.
From the
I just
trailer
didn't know where
park.
you went to, so I came out to talk to you.
I was doing the same thing I always do. Walking around the dog park.
Laura, what's your last name, Laura?
Why are you asking? I don't want to tell you my last name yet.
Okay, because...
She's a crazy person. She is paranoid and crazy. She also probably knows that she did the wrong thing by harassing the man with the Trump hat. She shouldn't have done that. Just because he's wearing a hat that you disagree with doesn't mean that you need to be violent towards him, and that's just wrong. I think you know that on some kind of level. I hope this gal is at least somewhat self-aware. I don't know. I don't think she is, but let's hope she is.
I think we got ourselves a 2%er here. I think we do.
We're working a criminal investigation?
I said yeah.
Okay.
And
so
also,
all I'm asking you for is your name right now.
Laura.
Okay, what's your last name, Laura?
I'll tell you when I feel comfortable telling you.
Police eventually identify the suspect, seen here, as 33-year-old Laura Garrett.
She's 33? Damn. How about that? Wow. That's rough. Damn. Oh,
accompanied
shit.
by her boyfriend, who apparently wants no part of this interaction.
Based?
475, you want to head back out here?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you ma'am, you are.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The squeak?
So you don't have a last name you want to give me?
Well, I have a last name. I'm saying I don't want to give it to you yet
That's what he
until I
just
understand
said.
what exactly I've done.
Because as of right now, we're conducting a criminal investigation, okay?
Uh-huh.
I don't know where that's going to go.
Yeah.
All right? I haven't talked to really anybody else yet. They just said, hey, that's the girl over there. So I came out to talk to you.
Okay, so then why do you need my last
Because
name
we're
if you're just asking questions so
Because
far?
like I said, we're conducting a criminal investigation.
And I
You
will
can see she's starting to get stressed.
give you my last name when I feel comfortable doing so.
She's gonna crash out, dude. It's gonna be a major crash out. Yeah.
Okay, when will you feel comfortable doing so?
When I know what you want from me.
Isn't it crazy? Like, they are...
She's a crazy Karen, dude. She's a fucking crazy Karen. She kind of reminds me of... Oh, my God. She actually kind of reminds me of the team lead. The team lead that I had to deal with at my work, who was making my life a living hell. She was terrible. And yeah, this gal reminds me of her in so many unfortunate ways. Yikes.
Are literally adult daycare. This is insane.
Explain that. I'm just trying to get some basic info from you first.
All right.
Okay?
Well-
but I do need your name. You are being detained right now
adult
until we figure
daycare.
out what's going on.
All right, so let's figure out what's going
Okay.
on, and I'll give you my last name.
So you're not going to give me your last name.
I will give you my last name when you tell me what it is. That's up
The
to
other officer will come back out here and talk to you in just a second. You're unwilling to come up front and talk to us?
If you're gonna be like that, sure, I'll come out.
Let's go up
Oh,
front.
now she's waving her arms around. Uh-oh.
Shit. She's gonna go crazy. She's out of her mind.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go this way.
Well, let's go this way. There's the other officer right there.
We're over here.
Hang on a second. We're not going to do whatever we want. That's not how this is going to work.
Okay.
Ma'am.
Oh, bro. Now you.
Damn it. Ugh. Oh boy. Got ourselves a crazy person.
You know why the boyfriend is like, I bet that boyfriend is sitting under the tree and he's like.
He's probably thinking, oh, I hope she gets arrested. Because she's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sir?
Ma'am?
Crazy.
I'm walking to the front of the park.
Yeah. Because he knows where this is going,
Is that not what
bro.
you wanted me to do?
He knows where this is going to go.
Walk to the front of the park?
Oh, dude. Think about how insufferable this person
sorry,
is.
sir. I'm so sorry.
I asked her to walk to the front of the park, and I'm getting this. She won't give me her name.
Adult daycare.
I don't understand.
Actual adult
she's with another
daycare.
male back there.
I don't understand what
He's
the
right there.
problem is.
Uh-huh.
The one in the dog park with the dog?
She's going to crash out hard.
I'm simply trying to...
Okay, no.
I have a feeling she's going to crash out.
You're right. No, seriously. You guys are right. I am being disrespectful. You are both right. I should not be speaking to cops like.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. Make sure you tap the subscribe button so that way we can get 8,500 subscribers. We're at 8,401 subs currently. We're trying to get to 8,500. So do not forget to tap the subscribe button. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all. Let's keep watching.
Like this.
Okay. Can I tell you why we're here?
Can I? Oh, yes,
Okay.
please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
We got a call.
Mm-hmm.
There's an allegation made against you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me finish. Let me finish.
What?
I haven't talked to the other gentleman yet. Okay. Let me go get his side.
I think this is just going to be an insane level of a crash out. I think it's going to be a crash out, man. I just don't know what else it's going to be except for a crash out. I am detecting a hard crash out is imminent. Straight up. That's all I got to say. Hard crash out imminent, dude. It's imminent.
I'll get your side, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay?
Was that so hard?
That's what I tried to ask.
Hey, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We just got one more subscriber. We're at 8,402 subs. Once again, we're at 8,402 subs. Don't forget to subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the better. It really does help the channel grow. Sorry for belching in your guys' ear just now. But yeah, the more subscribers we have, the better. It does help everything out. Let's keep watching, man. Yeah, this gal is so insufferable. Exactly.
If we would come
right
up
now,
here.
you are
Terrible.
detained, okay?
Effing terrible.
Can I just say, but that's fine. He would not move past asking me my name. He would not tell me anything unless I.
Did I not say you were detained and we're here conducting a criminal
Would
investigation?
you tell me? And no, I told him this already.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, yeah, she's insufferable. This gal is so fucking insufferable.
This is going to sound really bad, but this has totally changed my perspective on police brutality. It had.
Yeah, same here. I don't think that's a bad thing to say at all. To be quite honest, it makes perfect sense to me. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you, Miguel Garcia, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you, bud. I appreciate you, man. Everybody give a shout-out to Miguel Garcia for subscribing. We'll put your name up on the board one more time. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. But amazing, dude. Amazing. Amazing. No, this is great, though, man. This is so funny. I mean, I'm laughing to the bank on this one, man. I'm laughing to the bank. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, though. The more subscribers we have, the better. It does help the channel grow in more ways than one. So please, for the love of God, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are incredible. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep rolling. No, just don't forget to subscribe, man. That's all I ask. Subscribe,
I used to
baby.
think, man, these guys are getting mad for no reason.
Oh, they got every reason to be mad, dude. They got every reason to be mad, in my opinion.
Now I have a totally different outlook on this. I really do.
I don't get ID'd at the park typically.
Let's go out to the front of the park and we'll figure this out. Okay?
Why are you detaining me?
I just told you.
I was asking him.
Okay, let's go to the front.
Why are you detaining me?
Because we're conducting a criminal investigation.
If you don't go up to the front right now, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. So do you...
Hey everybody, let's give a shout out to Crystal Z1P. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Everybody, let's give a round of applause to Crystal ZLP. Thank you so much, man. This is amazing. But everybody, yeah, give Crystal a shout out for subscribing. Everybody give a round of applause. Thank you, Crystal, one more time. If you guys haven't subscribed already, don't forget to tap that subscribe button.
Do you want to walk or do you want me to put you in handcuffs right now?
I mean, I
Adult
was
daycare.
already walking towards the front. And
Adult
all I wanted
daycare.
was what you told me.
Dude, she's going to crash out. She's going to crash out hard, dude. Mad61276 says legendary crash out incoming. This is going to be hardcore, dude. This is going to be the most hardcore crash out of art all time.
What?
See?
You see, like, she can't handle being given orders or being told what to do, so she has to act like she's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, right.
And while we're doing this, let me get your
Let's keep walking.
No, I will keep walking when you...
Okay, I'm not doing this.
Police decide they've heard enough and detain Laura.
Okay, all right, yep. I see.
She's going to start freaking out here pretty soon, though. I can't say I guarantee it, but I got a feeling that this gal is going to freak the fuck out.
What's going on here? Yep, okay, got it. Why is it these people can't seem to think more than 5 steps beyond the present moment of crashing out? It's the 15-minute... it's a racist meme. It's the 15-minute mindset. These people do not think about anything that's going to happen beyond the next 15 minutes.
Yep.
The reason why is that they have, unironically, very low IQs.
I mean, Asmon's right about that. All they know is how to freak out emotionally, and that's all they know. They just know how to be stupid people.
They're really, really stupid. And once you understand that, you understand how to deal with them. Like, police officers deal with these people all the time. That's why they see, oh, we got ourselves a retard. All right, let's just hog tie her right now. Let's go.
Yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. If you guys love Asmongold as much as I do, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys love Trump as much as I do, and you think that Trump is a sexy beast, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys are so excited, if you guys love J.D. Vance as much as I do and think he should be president in 2028, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Seconds before she earns herself even more charges.
Right now you're detained, okay? You're...
Oh no, she's crying wolf. Hey, we got 8,405 subs. Once again, we're at 8,405 subscribers. Can you believe it? Oh, but I feel it when you sing to me. All the while you were in front of me, I never realized.
You're not under arrest, but you're not following instructions.
This is very silly. I just don't want my earbuds to be lost. So that's the only reason I'm doing this. Because I want my boyfriend to get them. Will you knock it out of my ear? No? Nobody? Babe!
Oh my God. I don't even know what's happening, man. Oh, Mad. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
Siri, I'm in handcuffs and it hurts!
Run, bro, run!
Babe, this is the time to
Run, bro, run.
move!
Run, bro!
Right now, you can keep on doing this. You're going to catch a charge. What are you doing?
She's sitting down!
Oh, there's doggies. Those dogs are pretty cute, though. Look at how cute those dogs are. Sweet dogs.
He's like, thank God! You've got your chance, man. It's time to run away.
What are you doing?
Why are you doing this? What are you doing? Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you?
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this, bro?
Oh boy, I don't even know what's happening here.
The first thing he does is he looks over and he's like, bro. He looks at the boyfriend. He's like,
What is happening?
man.
Yeah, he's probably him and the boyfriend are like, dude, what the frick is wrong with this gal? He's like, dude, I don't even know.
He's like,
You know her?
Jeez.
Are you guys together? Yes. What is your relationship to her? Your boyfriend? Is this a normal behavior for her?
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe you can help me out. Because right now she's just detained. She's not under arrest, but I'm investigating a criminal allegation. I just need her to go to the front. Can you tell her?
We're recording as well.
That's good.
You're record. He's gonna record.
Yeah, you're getting recorded.
You acting weird.
That's fine. I act weird all the time.
Okay. All right.
I know.
Well, let's go.
I don't want to.
Everybody knows.
Let's go.
I don't want to.
Just look at you.
Well,
Ow, you're hurting my arm.
You're under
You're
arrest.
hurting me. What am I under arrest for?
Oh God. You could have just answered some simple questions.
You have not read me my rights. What am I under arrest for? Oh!
Now you're catching a charge.
Oh God.
I mean, technically, I think they do have to read her rights, I guess, but you know, oh man, ugh, this is crazy.
Oh, music to my ears like a squealing pig.
You guys don't forget to subscribe to the Michael Garza Show. Tap the subscribe button. Just be like, you guys could be like Miguel Garcia. Look at this. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner.
Beautiful.
Stop yelling. I mean,
What have I done? What have I done to deserve this?
You just
What have I done?
to me.
What?
This gal is insane. This gal is on another level of insane, bro.
What have I done to deserve this? What
See,
have I
this
done?
is why in Japan they just wrap him up like a burrito and then they just carry him to the station. They don't fuck around with this at all.
To deserve this?
Can you just walk with us to the front? Because now you're under arrest.
Please.
That's fine.
Now
we'll take another unit.
Now you're under arrest. Exactly. So you've already fucked your wife up even more. I didn't do nothing.
Possibly two.
I'm not that fat.
Come on, let's go to the
Wait.
front. Possibly two.
I'm not that fat.
Come on, let's go to the front. Come to the front.
What happens if you,
Okay.
who do you call when the cops are the back?
Are you not going to walk up
Who
to
do you
the front?
call? You call the Avengers.
I don't know if I remember how to.
This is amazing.
Dude, I
You
don't.
guys tap the subscribe button if you guys are loving this content. This is too good, dude. This is too fucking good. But yeah, if you guys love Asmund Gold as much as I do, please tap the subscribe button. If you guys love Daddy Donald Trump as much as I do, if you guys want JD Vance 2028, please subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. We're currently sitting at 8,406 subscribers. Once again, we're sitting pretty at 8,406 subs. So make sure you guys tap the subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow in more ways than one. It helps my pee-pee grow and keeps me feeling fresh. So yeah, don't forget to tap that subscribe button. Let's keep going.
I don't know if I remember how to walk. The cop is like, okay.
All right, well, we're going to wait till
We'll just wait here. We'll get another car.
Okay, what's the cop
Yep, all right, that's fine.
gonna do? Run over me? Just gonna hurt
No, unfortunately not.
my wrist some more?
We're code 4, no need to run code, but as soon as possible.
Police said Laura caused one officer to trip and injure his knee before continuing to resist arrest.
I completely agree. I think, honestly, like, he might not ever be able to walk again. I think we should just put her in jail forever at this point. I mean, hurting a police officer like that.
Yeah, no, but she's terrible. This gal in this video, though, is just absolutely terrible. Total Karen. Totally awful. Holy freaking crap, dude. Just wild to me. Effing freaking wild to me, brony. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. We're currently sitting pretty at 8,407 subs. Once again, 8,407 subscribers. We're trying to get to 8,500 subs before the end of the stream. I think we could do it. I mean, it's going to be kind of a tough one, but yeah, let's try to get to 8,500 subscribers by the end of the stream. Let's pull it off, man. Let's see what we could do, and let's see what we can roll with, man.
I mean, we can't have a dangerous person like this in the country. It could be a threat to anybody, and I think that the only way that we can handle it is just to put her in jail forever. I think this is the only option.
Now, officers wait for backup to arrive with a hobble restraint for the unruly suspect.
A hobble?
When she apparently
hobble restraint?
decides now is a good time for karaoke.
Are you laughing? You know, all this is...
She's going to do some karaoke? Hell yeah, dude. She's going to do some Carrie Underwood, I bet. I bet it's going to be Carrie Underwood.
Pretty ridiculous.
It sure is. I love Florida.
All right, now we got the idea at least.
I'm proud to be an American.
Okay. Well, never mind. Oh, God. Let's hear it.
At least.
Belt it out, girl. Where at least I know I'm free. And the man who died gave that right to me, and I'm glad to stand up. Oh, hell yeah, dude. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Yeah, we won't strike out space, hits double plays. And take the field, hear the roar of the crowd. Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Come on, Marlins, make us proud. Keep hoping and dreaming, and you will soar. With a little faith and luck, you will soar.
I know I'm free.
Jesus
and won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll proudly stand up next to you, and I forget the rest, and defend her still today.
Holy fucking crap. Oh no.
Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land.
Hey, if you guys can, please subscribe to my channel. If you guys love Asmongold as much as I do, please subscribe to my channel. If you guys love Donald Trump as much as I do, please subscribe. But holy fucking crap.
God bless the you. Can I just move my hand so it doesn't hurt my wrist?
No, we just wanted to walk you up front, but since you're
and all I want to do is
Nope. Now you're not getting anything.
turn my wrist.
Officers.
All I want to do is turn my wrist.
Are you gonna walk up to the front?
No, I tried to have you carry me. You wouldn't do it, so I don't know what
Why the fuck would they have to carry? Are you kidding me?
want.
We've been trying to be cooperative with you since I walked out with you.
Oh, honey, you have not
This
ever
is
been.
not necessary.
You, Mr. Hanslake, have not been cooperative from the beginning. I think that
this might be the greatest crash out I've ever. This might be the greatest body cam crash out I've ever seen. Like, not in a good way. Like, just in a way of like, wow, this is. I want to see how this ends. Like, normally I see a crash out video and I'm like, boring. But honestly, she's the perfect villain. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. If you guys love Donald Trump as much as I do, please subscribe to my channel. Oh, yeah. If you guys want JD Vance 2028, let's go Vance in my pants. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go.
What I think is going on. I think this is an obnoxious BPD girl that, once again, is used to getting everything that she wants in her life. But she's 33 years old now. And people don't think it's as cute as whenever she was 23. And now
it's crazy, though, because she kind of sounds... I don't know how... Look, my team lead, Brittany, she was one of the main reasons that I hated working at T-Tech, but my team lead made my life a living hell, would micromanage the crap out of me, made me feel like absolute shit. I didn't even want to go into work. I still went into work. But I did everything I could to just avoid her. I just wanted to avoid her. Completely, end of story. That's all I wanted. All I wanted to do was do my job to the best of my ability, and I did a good job. Eventually, they fired me, but not because of my poor performance. I actually had great performance. They couldn't fire me for poor performance, so they had to make up a bullshit reason called unprofessionalism, which is absolute crap because I actively tried to avoid her because she made me very uncomfortable and made me hate my life. I really hated my life, like working at T-Tech. T-Tech is one of the worst places. If you guys ever have to work at T-Tech, don't. Do not do it. T-Tech is a shitty company. Anyway, I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out like this gal, dude. I'm going to crash out like this gal.
She's getting dragged
Let's
down
go.
the fucking park highway, or the park road, and it is beautiful. It really is. This is absolutely beautiful. I could watch this for my entire life. I could watch this every day. I would never run out. I would never stop enjoying this.
A little bit sorry to be so difficult to you. I should have tried to hug him.
Borderline personality
I
disorder.
don't understand why you're being difficult.
Oh yeah, she's clearly got borderline personality. At least it's not medical analysis or anything, but yeah, I could see that. Frog Eat Frog says he stopped wearing pants in the office. Is why he got fired. Scott pissed. By the way, none of that's true, Frog Eat Frog, but that's pretty funny though. I like that. Dude, honestly, I wish that's how I wish that's how I would have went down. I wish that's how it would have went down. I wish I was actually. It's funny because I actually was very professional even until the end, and they made up unprofessional because unprofessionalism is subjective, and yeah. But no, I am. Whenever I think about T-Tech, though, I think that I hope the company goes bankrupt. Normally I don't want anybody to get fired, but honestly, my team lead, Brittany, that I had to deal with, for pay. So the company T-Tech was the company that wrote my paychecks, and then we did outbound customer service for another client, I guess you could say. And the client was called Pay with Spire, okay? So Pay with Spire. And yeah, she was such an awful team lead that I really do hope, and I mean, I usually don't want people to get fired, but I hope she gets fired. I don't know if she's ever got fired or not, but she really sucks. Just a terrible, awful human being. I've never felt that way about anybody. It's been a while since I felt that way about somebody, but she was a terrible team lead. Made me hate that place. She made me. Usually I don't like to give people that much power, but I hated it there. Yeah, no, but here's the thing, man. I kept working there, and I kept trying to do my job to the best of my ability, and I did. I did a great job. They couldn't fire me for underperformance. I was actually ahead of the curve. But no, I'm very proud of what I was able to accomplish, and yeah, and then they fired me for unprofessionalism, which it actually pissed me off because they lied about it. I'm pretty sure T-Tech's a bullshit company, so I'm pretty sure T-Tech invests in I wouldn't be surprised if T-Tech invested in Bitcoin because they're a bullshit company. So they're one of the biggest bullshit companies out there. I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest.
Like, basically, a lot of the really insane and
this is crazy,
obnoxious
though.
girls on the internet have it.
Because that man that called the cops threw his drink at me. Twice.
Okay.
Oh,
and I told you
wow.
we were just going to the front so we can talk and
about
figure
it.
things
Yeah.
out. You just got very difficult with us for no reason.
Okay, I did not get difficult until this man.
Go through the park, veer left, and
Yeah, this gal's a crazy person.
walk the trail.
I mean, it's pretty obvious beforehand, but yeah, she's absolutely out of her mind.
What was I doing that was so difficult?
I got it. Do you need 5 of us if she's in custody?
Nate Dogg is asking what their stock is looking like. That's a good question. Let's take a look here. Duplicate. Yeah, hold on. So oh wow. T-Tech Holdings is down to $2.08 per share. Once again, T-Tech stock is down $2.08 per share. Let's see what their 5-year was. So 5 years ago, their share price was, wow. So T-Tech's share price was at one point in 2021 was all the way up to $109.68. Okay, let's look at all time. So let's see, back in 2008, they've always kind of, looks like they've always kind of hovered around, like $18.50 per share, 2062, 19, 20, they've always kind of held, went up a little bit. They appreciated in value, 2016. They started going up and up and up and up and up, 2020, and then a little bit of a dip, and then boom. Then they went all the way up to $104.32 per share. I think that was their peak, August 20th, 2021, and then boop. Then the decline happened, and then doopity doopity doop, and then doopa 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 doop, and then $3. This is a company in distress. I don't think anybody should. Here's the thing. I unfortunately own T-Tech stock. And by the way, yes, I do own T-Tech stock, and yes, I badmouth the company, but for good reason. Mainly because I haven't bought any more shares, and I don't plan on selling my shares. I plan on going down with the ship, just because I didn't pay that much to get the shares to begin with. So in all actuality, I'm probably losing out on like $18. So if T-Tech goes completely bankrupt, I'm only out $18 in my original investment into T-Tech. So I am not going to cry about it. However, I am more than happy to talk shit about T-Tech because it is honestly one of the worst companies out there. I'm not going to lie, I really enjoy going on the T-Tech subreddit and reading some of the horror stories that people have to deal with that company. The company's in full decline. I don't trust the company. Nate Dogg is asking, what was it during COVID, the price? So I think the COVID price was, let's look at that max again. So let's see. So during let's just say 20, I think people started taking COVID seriously around probably May or June of 2020. So if we look at these price ranges, it was at like $33.14 April 2020. Then July 2020, it was $46.96. October 30th, 2020, $54.78. And then we'll go up a little further. But yeah, the peak, the top G price, the top price was like $101.53, May of 2021. And like I said, then after it hit the $100 per share mark, it then just kind of started going on its decline. 2022, 2023. It just started going down and down and down, and then now we're at $2.08 per share. I could lose 10. Vacation Time 24/7 says I could lose tens of dollars. I could lose 10 whole dollars. So good. Oh. My investments are screwed. No. My entire portfolio consists of T-Tech stock. But no, it's one of those things that, like, when I was working for T-Tech, it's funny because when I was working for T-Tech, I was like, you know what, screw it. I work for the company. They're a publicly traded company. Let's just invest some dollars. Let's buy a couple shares. And, yeah, so, I mean, I end up losing, like, probably $18 or $20 of my original investment if it ends up going fully bankrupt. So I'm not going to cry about that. But no, it just makes me very happy to see that T-Tech is failing as a company, considering they are a shitty company. You know, if they were actually a good company, I would be totally fine with them doing well. But since they're such a shitty company, I think that this share price is magnificently justified. I believe their share price is magnificently justified. But no, it's crazy. It's so weird because when I look at this blue-haired girl, no joke, she sounds and even looks a little bit. Oh my God, is she the same person? No, but she sounds and looks very similar to the team lead that I had to deal with that made my life living hell. Like, I've never hated someone so badly in a long time. She's just ugh. But yeah, as time passes, I just hate T-Tech even more. And so let's take a look at T-Tech Reddit. Oh. I always love looking at the T-Tech subreddit, though, because it's just kind of fun to observe. But yeah, this gal, I'm serious, this gal reminds me so much of the team lead I had to deal with at T-Tech that just, I get so pissed when I think about this girl and just seeing, ugh. So I'm sorting the posts by the best posts on here. And Polly Want a Cracker says, I truly hate my job. I really had high expectations coming into this role, but the reality has been disappointing. The workload is overwhelming, and it takes a toll both mentally and physically. The environment doesn't feel supportive, and the way management handles things makes it even harder to stay motivated. There's a clear disconnect between leadership and what employees are actually dealing with day to day. If I'm being honest, I would suggest T-Tech to anyone who they're saying that they wouldn't suggest T-Tech to anyone who values a healthy work environment. Peace of mind matters. Let's take a look at the comments real quick. And yeah, I think you're going to get that sentiment from most people because T-Tech, a lot of the clients, you know, it is possible to be on a client with T-Tech that doesn't suck balls. It is possible. And when I say doesn't suck balls, I mean like the management that they put into place to manage that client's expectations can be good. They can be good, but at the same time, there's also a very high possibility that you have to deal with a lot of bullshit. I don't know. But either way, I had to deal with really shitty management. Therefore, it made me hate T-Tech with a fiery passion. Busy Young 8809 said, I had an interview with them. When I saw their expectations and what they paid, I said no thanks, along with half of the other people in the group. Yep. Paulie Want a Cracker says they want Chick-fil-A standards in a Dollar Tree environment. Oh my God, that might be the greatest thing I've ever heard. So Paulie Want a Cracker says, and I quote, they want Chick-fil-A standards in a Dollar Tree environment. That might be the best way to describe T-Tech overall. But yeah, I am a permanent T-Tech detractor, and I will always, and I repeat that I will always talk shit about this terrible fucking company because they are terrible. And honestly, I feel vindicated. I love talking shit about this company, though. I will do anything in my power to talk crap about this company because it's the truth, because they are a crappy company. If they were a good company, I would be totally fine with them being what they are, a good company. But since they're a shitty company and they happen to fire me, since they suck, I want to prove to you guys I'm not crazy. There are other people who had the same experience, or I shouldn't say the same, a similar experience. Nobody could have a one-for-one same experience. But you know what I mean. I'm not crazy. But no, but yeah, like Far Assumption 8352 says PF Chang's in a Panda Express, LOL. Far Assumption also says Garcia's in a Taco Bell. These are great. Particular Comfort Set 5 says quit. There's better paying jobs out there. T-Tech is not as great as they try to convince people. I worked there and I had back-to-back calls almost every day. I was making $17 an hour there. Could never move up. They ended up firing me for not pulling up a KB, which I'm assuming is for not pulling up a knowledge base, even though I was a good agent. I'm assuming that means knowledge base. I mean, you should use your knowledge base if just as you should always have it available, but whatever. Then they lied about when they fired me to T-Row, and I couldn't get my 401k for almost 2 months. I'm just quoting, by the way, Particular Comfort 5's post here. And trying to get in contact with anyone about my W-2 is a nightmare. Now I work somewhere where I'm actually making way more, and I don't have to answer calls all day long. Fuck T-Tech. Their pay sucks. Management keeps agents in the dark, and benefits suck too. That's a quote from Particular Comfort 5 on Reddit, on the T-Tech sub Reddit. Yeah, you can see all the things I'm reading here, man. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. T-Tech was one of the worst companies I ever worked for, and I really want to spread the word. I want to spread the word to everybody who's willing to listen that T-Tech, just don't work for T-Tech. Do whatever you can to avoid working for T-Tech, because they are one of the worst companies of all time. They are absolutely shitty, and I'm proud to say that it sucked that I got fired, and it sucks that they lied about me. But even though that door closed, several doors opened, and I've been able to take advantage of each and every single opportunity that's come my way, and I'm working my ass off. So the fact that I work my ass off and do everything right, that's what matters in the end, ultimately. So Available Yogurt says, I've been with them for a little over 4.5 years, and I honestly can't stand it anymore. I've decided to just start dumping all of the PTO I have over the next couple of months and then bounce. Job market is a hellscape right now, but I'd rather take my chances than work here any longer. Dude, this is great. I love this. First off, this makes me feel incredibly justified. Yeah, second, T-Tech is just a shitty company. It says you're right to feel the way you, and it makes me wonder if they intentionally are trying to run the company into the ground. It makes me feel like they're trying to run the company into the ground. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that T-Tech is intentionally tanking the company? I mean, that's what I feel. That's my assumption. It's been a while since I've worked there, but that's my assumption. Anyway, Available Yogurt says, you're right to feel the way you do. This is a dead-end job. Lots of folks are just scraping by and stressed out of their minds. Leadership roles don't mean anything since you can get demoted at any time. And at times, they're completely out of touch with what the agents are dealing with, or don't care. The meager pay isn't worth all the drama and nastiness I have to deal with on the phones. I hope you can find a way out soon. That's what Available Yogurt 206 said. Hell yeah, dude. Suburb Yellow says T-Tech is nothing but an unfunny joke. I can agree with that completely and wholeheartedly. Anxiety-ridden Cucumber says, I was relieved when they let me go. I had 3 or 4 weeks in January to be bad QA gradings. I don't know. And they let me go right before. And then, by the way, like I said, I'm just quoting what this person says. So they were saying that they were relieved that they let him go. They had 3 or 4 weeks in January, and they let me go right another round of layoffs. They only kept 15 out of apparently over 100 seasonal people. Not sure what project or client you're on. This person was on CT State Health Insurance 1. Crazy, man. DeCurious says, I did a total of 2 months there. That's training included. After 1 month, I started looking for another job. They don't pay high. They don't pay enough for the stress and micromanaging that comes with the job. That's my first time ever experiencing a work-from-home company like that. Best of luck to you. Paulie Wannacracker says, thank you. I'm only going to stick around until I get a new job. Yeah, that's smart, dude. That's honestly smart, in my opinion. Academic Army says, why are you still there? T-Tech has horrible work as T-Tech has terrible work ethics as a company, treating their employees horribly. Yeah. Pitiful Course says, OMG, same. What? Damn, dude. These people are all like, T-Tech sucks, bro. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, let's see what the latest ones are. Let's see what the hottest ones are. We're looking at the hottest posts. So this person's asking that they're needing info, just wondering if anyone has contact information or an email or something for T-Tech ethics line, as if T-Tech has zero ethics, so it is surprising that they have an ethics line where you can send an email to let them know your medical leave of absence was handled entirely wrong and to let them know due to your medical condition. You're also resigning your position, but I don't want to do it automated, and I don't even know who my new team lead is. I've been passed around a few times while I've been out on leave, so I just need some direction. If anyone could help, thank you. Interesting. So Vacation Time 247 says T-tanked. That is pretty funny. That's a good one. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, though. The more subscribers we get, the better. Yeah, just tap the subscribe button, bro. Oh, yeah, we're at 8,409 subs. Once again, we're at 8,409 subscribers. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow in more ways than one. It helps my pee-pee grow, considering my pee-pee is very tiny. I got a tiny schlong, and I'm kind of sad about it, so the more people who subscribe, it makes my dong just feel bigger and better than it's ever been. So I appreciate everybody. Let's keep watching this, though. It's funny how this person it's so hilarious that the girl that's crashing out in this video, who looks like an old team lead of mine, made me want to look at T-Tech again just to see how many people hate it or are still hating it. And, of course, it hasn't changed because people know that T-Tech is a shitty company. And they hire people like this girl, or at least people who are similar to this girl, and made my life terrible.
No. Yes, bring 5. Bring 5 of you. I'm huge.
I mean, you're just making this more difficult than it has to be.
Yeah.
He started it.
Okay. Will you walk with us to the front?
Will he
Actual children. Mental children.
apologize?
No, ma'am. Will you walk to the front with us?
If you
Can we try?
If this guy apologizes.
I mean, this is a legendary level crash out. This really is legendary. This might be the most legendary crash out I've ever seen, man. Even I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by this. This is impressive. I mean, she's a mental patient, don't get me wrong, but my God, this is funny. This is great, man. Just subscribe to the channel, you guys.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try.
No, well, I will do every single thing, every single
Okay, can
tiny
you walk with
thing
us to
you
the
say.
front?
If this man apologizes.
Will you walk with us to the front?
If you apologize. Oh, thank God you're here.
Thank God. Oh, no.
Thank God you're
We were
here.
trying to walk up to the front, and then she just jumped on me and
using the hobble.
So she hasn't. Well, she hasn't kicked, but
She hasn't actually done anything, guys. Ow, 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 you're hitting my wrist! Ow!
All right, she's going on.
God! Oh, God!
This is so insane. I'm a worse person for watching this. At the end of the day, I just feel like a worse person for watching this. We're currently sitting pretty at 8,409 subscribers. Once again, we're sitting pretty at 8,409 subscribers. We're trying to reach 8,500 subs by the end of the night. Don't know if we're going to do that, but you know what? Every subscriber matters. Subscribers' lives matter. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow, and it also helps my pee-pee grow. And I got a tiny wang. So my schlong is tiny. And the more subscribers we get, the better. It just makes me feel like I got a bigger schlong than I actually have. Let's keep going, man.
Oh, we got a hog tire.
Yeah, sorry.
Mr. Third
They're
Cup.
gonna hog tire, bro.
Mr. Third Cup.
Oh, no.
Mr. Third Cup.
I'm right here.
This is crazy.
May I see you?
No, I'm busy.
May I see you when you're done?
You can talk to me.
Okay, hog tie.
The reason that I'm not.
Oh my God.
The reason that I'm not standing up.
Yeah.
And
A part of me feels bad that she's this crazy. Like, I know I have nothing to do with the fact that she's this crazy, but it's just crazy. Like, holy smokes, man. Holy frickin' smokes, bro.
Walking to the front right now is because I wanted an apology from Professor.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, no due process.
What's that?
They actually.
Are you able to just grab her legs right there or not?
No, this hurts.
Bro, they actually have her hog tied. Look. They literally have this girl.
You kind of have to at this point, man.
Hog-tied.
You kind of have to.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
This is beautiful.
Are you able to just grab her legs
I
right
love
there or
it.
not?
No, this hurts. This hurts my wrist.
Oh God.
Oh, boy.
Armpits.
What's that?
Grab it. Can you?
Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, man. The more subscribers we get, the better. But holy crap, dude. This is the gift that keeps on giving. This is the gift that keeps on giving. Holy crap. I don't know what else to say. I'm in disbelief. I'm stunned. I don't know how to feel.
Will you listen to the single thing that I said?
No. Holy crap, dude.
Well, now she can.
Nope.
So can you grab her legs?
Yep. Look at it. Look.
So you'll grab my legs and carry me, but you won't listen to me about how this guy on my right
Refuse.
Okay, this is unreal. This has to be fake. This can't be real. Is this real? Are we living in this isn't like, okay, so we're not like witnessing a Darman sketch. Do you guys know who Darman is? So this isn't like some fake ass Darman sketch, is it? I mean, it could be. I'm starting to wonder because everything on the internet feels fake these days. But I swear to God, if this is a Darman video, I'm going to get pissed. If this is actually a Darman video, I'm pissed.
You tell me anything. Oh, maybe you'll listen to me.
Beta. D-Rex Beat says, you'd be surprised some dudes out there would put that on a pedestal. Beta. As my boy Jesse Lee Peterson would say, beta. If you guys are a beta, subscribe to the channel though if you guys can. The more subscribers we get, the better. Now, if you guys don't subscribe to the channel, you know what you are? You're a beta. So if you guys want to be a beta, leave the channel. If you guys want to be an alpha, subscribe to the channel.
I walked over to him. I knew he was just. Oh, you got a mustache. I should have known.
You have a mustache? Oh no.
He's what? I would. Hold on. I will walk. I said I would walk 9 times. I said I would walk.
Too late, bitch.
Let's put her down again.
Oh shit, dude. This is insane. I don't even know what to say anymore.
Stop.
This is so crazy.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this? I would.
You started kicking.
Because you wouldn't put me down. It hurts. It hurts, guys. What do you want from...
All right, let's try again.
No.
She tried kicking, so she's not getting off that hard.
God, that is taser. Just taser.
Please listen. Please.
The officers resume carrying Laura to a patrol car, but it's not long until she finds herself on the ground once again.
Of course. Dude, this is... Oh, I don't even know what to say anymore, man. I'm speechless. I guess I'm not speechless because I keep talking, but... Holy shit. This is the best content I've seen in a long time. This might be the funniest shit I've seen in a long fucking time. I'm in disbelief. Hey, by the way, just to give a shout out to everybody, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We're currently sitting at 8,410 subs. Once again, we're at 8,410 subscribers. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button. The more subscribers we have, the better. Plus, I don't want you guys to miss out on this sexy show, dude. The Michael Garza show is the greatest up-and-coming show ever. We're trying to get to 9,000 subs by the end of the month. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get to 9,000 subs before the end of the month, but I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to get there pretty quickly, actually. So, you know what? We're going to be quick. We're going to be fast. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling sexy right now. I'm a sexy boy.
This narrator is amazing.
You guys got your test cameras on?
Yes, we're all recording your behavior.
Good. Yeah. Good. Am I required to give you my name for no reason?
Yes, you are. Yes.
Ready, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, you please, this hurts so much.
Well, all you have to do is walk.
I agreed to walk. I agreed to walk.
Oh, man. Will come out. That's it. You
that is not true.
Wow.
That is not
Beautiful.
true at all. It's like my hands are gonna. Oh my God.
Oh.
This is so wild, dude. I don't even know what to say. This is too crazy. Wild. Frickin'. I don't even know what to do. This is too rich, man. This is too rich for me.
Laura and the officers make it to a patrol car where, as you might have guessed, the suspect doesn't exactly make the situation any easier.
No way.
Will you stand?
Good.
Look at it. Totally defeated. Completely defeated. Look at this, bro. Totally I love this. Yep.
Yeah, I'll consider taking those off. So, here, let's put it down.
Yeah.
Why would I believe anything you say?
Okay, you want to try standing?
I trusted you when you were on your way over, and I tried to talk to you, and you wouldn't even listen to me.
Yeah.
I've not heard my Miranda rights yet.
They're laughing at her, bro. I love this. He thinks it's funny.
Am I being arrested?
Well, yes, you are now.
Yeah.
Initially, you weren't.
Why am I being
It's like
arrested
watching
now?
National Geographic.
No, resisting. But
resisting?
Probably more charges coming. All right,
Probably more charges coming. I should be scared.
Yeah.
Have a seat in the car.
Captain Justice, please.
Have a seat in the car.
Oh, bro, she's flopping out like a fish now. Oh,
Gotta do what you gotta do to avoid getting in that car, dude. That's crazy. This is just too good. This is amazing. Hey, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you guys love Asmund Gould as much as I do, please subscribe to the channel. If you guys love Donald Trump and you guys think he's the man, subscribe to the channel. JD Vance 2028. If you guys agree with that, subscribe to the channel.
Oh my god. Dude. They're laughing at her.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Can you take a seat and get going?
1, 2, 3.
It's like a fish.
This is not. I'm not doing any of this. Ow! 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 You can't f***ing bend my hip the wrong way. I mean,
there's no reason to make it worse.
Hashtag America.
Oh my god. She's insane, bro. ET says 30 lovers watching. ET, bro. ET, phone home, bro. Oh man, we got my boy ET in the house. Hell yeah, dude. How you doing, Mr. ET? I know you were here a little earlier. Yeah, the blue hair is a dead giveaway. Absolutely. Absolutely 100%, bro. But yeah, ET says 30 lovers watching. What a stud. I love you, ET. You're the man. You can be my hero, babe. No, I can be your hero, babe. And I can go away the pain. And I will stand by you forever. You can goon my pain away. And I can be your gooner. And I can goon away the pain.
It is one of my top 2 favorite countries, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, okay. What's the other? Wait, no. What's the other one?
Well, the other country, Zimbabwe.
Okay.
A lot of potential there, just some poor leadership, in my opinion.
So these police officers are like, this police officer is involved with like fucking Zimbabwe politics? I mean, is that based? I think it kind of is.
All right, just sit tight for me, all right?
Thank you for your help.
All right.
Laura is secured in a patrol car while other officers get a chance to hear from witnesses.
Please. But that gal is totally insane, though, by the way. That gal was just too insane.
What did she say?
I don't even listen. I tried. This has been going on.
But something related to your Trump happened?
Yeah. Trump, this, Trump, that, Trump. Okay. Trump, everything. Yeah. Trump's responsible for that leaf falling off the tree. It's just
running her mouth. Got it. Okay.
Running her mouth.
Obviously.
Of course she was, because she crashed out seeing him have a Trump hat. Of course she did, because she's a psycho. And if you disagree with her in the slightest, she's going to freak out on you. That's the kind of person that she is.
She ran her mouth. not a very smart white girl. And
you know this dude is racist as hell, not a very smart, and he added the
probably
qualifying term white girl. Oh, bro, this dude is fucking... Do you think that he says it? I think he says it.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. This guy's the man, dude. Yeshua Yosef the Butcher says I could fix her. Oh God, I remember this now. Oh man, Antonio says, and imagine being stuck with that kind of crazy for life. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. There's just some mental illness that's just too much to handle. Like there's just times where it's like, come on, man. Like, I understand you're mentally ill, but can you at least try to, I don't know, do something about it? And I mean it, do something. I was like, first off, when I was younger, I was extremely mentally ill. I'm pretty sure I'm like bipolar or something. I wouldn't be surprised, or manic depressive. And I was able to, stop being depressed because I took vitamin D supplements every day. And that helped my life. I just basically took in the right nutrients and took responsibility for where I was at in life. And I'm not a doctor by any means, and I'm not saying all mental illness should be treated the same way, but I don't know, man. There's got to be a point where I think that some of these people are just spoiled brats, and they're spoiled brats who act mentally ill. And I don't know. As long as there are plenty of ways to fix a lot of neurological ailments. I'm not going to list out all the different natural ways to do it, but I think you guys get my drift. Not medical advice by any means, but
I was just trying to ignore her, and she's screaming at me, talk to me, talk to me. I'm trying to get her. I'm just ignoring her. And so she comes running through the gate, and I saw her running
Oh, she's a crazy person. It's pretty obvious.
At me. I went running to stop her from coming through the other gate. I don't want any confrontation. I don't need it. Especially off this little moron.
Well, you're thinking that she's coming over to do something?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, she wasn't coming like... Make believe she was a Viet Cong running at me. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay? That type. Okay? So she got to the fence. To cool her off, I threw a little water on her for my thing.
Fuck out of here. The funny thing about this is how much that these people behave, resemble, and then also are treated like animals. Like, this is what you do for an animal.
So I locked the gate. Well, not locked, but shut the lever. Walked back into mine. She come flying over this, threw the Coke can at me, gave me a shove. And it's just going.
Did she hit you with the can?
Yeah.
Where did she hit you?
In the back of the head, which made me go this way, which wrenched me. I almost attacked her back.
Almost?
But I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why my blood pressure and everything was...
He held back, dude. He held back. He was like, nope, it ain't worth going to jail for. It ain't worth going to jail hitting a crazy woman. It's not worth it. So he held back. Good man. But that gal with the blue hair is crazy as hell. That gal with the blue hair in this video that we were watching just a second ago, she's crazy as hell. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. We're currently sitting pretty at 8,410 subscribers. Once again, we're sitting pretty at 8,410 subscribers. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. It does help the channel grow. More subscribers we get, the better. It really imprints us out on the YouTube algorithm. So the more subscribers we push through, the bigger my dong, the bigger my dangus is going to feel. E.T. says, you right. I love you, E.T., bro. You're the man. E.T., you're the man, dog. You're the man now, dog. You're the man now, Frog. Where's Frog Eat Frog at? I want to know where my boy Frog Eat Frog is at. It's okay. He's probably sleeping. Frog Eat Frog, if you're sleeping right now, I just want to say sweet dreams, my brony bro. I'm tucking you in from Oregon. Frog Eat Frog, you're the man, bro. And to my boy Nate Dog, I'm pretty sure you're about ready to go to bed, or you're probably already in bed. I just want to say to Nathan, good night. Good night, my brony bro. I appreciate you. I'm not ending the stream yet. I'm just saying you're probably in bed, so get some sleep, dog. Get that sleep.
Through the roof.
So she's walking by. You
That's a
guys
gentleman. Walking by.
Okay.
She sees that hat and it sets her off.
Okay.
And then she asked something about, Trump. And she was like, why do you still support Trump? And I said, because I think he's doing a great job. And
yeah, Trump's the man, dude. Trump is the GOAT, dude.
that's what Gary said. And she starts freaking. And
she starts freaking. That's about right.
She gets into this one and throws her soda on. And
she did?
She did.
So I have my master plan. You guys have to understand, like, this is what my master plan is that once you get into power, you make it to where any of these people doing this stuff get charged with a felony, and then you make it to where felons can't vote. And so all of these people get effectively removed from the voting process. So we don't...
That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all.
Don't have to worry about them anymore. Like, basically, so like it's you make it to where, and then you let them crash out, and then you punish them, you give them the charge, and now you don't vote anymore, and so now we don't have to deal with them.
Not the worst thing in the world. That's not the worst suggestion I've ever heard in my life.
So like it's like a 3-step program to paradise.
Boyfriend stands there and does nothing.
So,
yeah.
What was the issue? Is this normal behavior for her, or
no?
Oh my God, this guy's a stud, dude. This guy's clearly a stud, and I feel bad for him because this is the girl's boyfriend, the crazy girl's boyfriend right here. I feel, first off, you kind of dig your own graves at a certain point, and I think after this incident, I'm pretty sure this guy is going to dump that gal because she's just too crazy to deal with, man. That's just a level of crazy that you don't want to deal with, man. It's just a level of crazy that you just don't want to deal with.
The original issue is just a simple question to these guys over there. She's kind of passionate about Trump and all that. She asked them why they still support him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then he started yelling. He threw his drink at us, and then she started yelling. Went over there, and then.
So the guy said that. Sounded like though that. Wait a minute. So the Trump guy threw the soda at them. Are you sure? This guy's a cuck, dude.
He kind
this
of
guy's
gave
a
her a little
cuck.
body check, and then she
Cuck.
started yelling more. And the bigger guy, he's the one that called the cops. He went off, and then she just sat down.
He probably called the cops because she was the crazy girl was the one that threw the soda at him and then probably tried to attack him. And then the boyfriend's just doing the fallout, just being like, oh yeah, the Trump guy ended up. Yeah, it was the Trump guy who threw it. No, it was your crazy girlfriend and you know it. It was your crazy girlfriend who threw it and you know it, bro.
Any questions?
Is there anything going to happen with him hitting her? Or is that just over the video?
No. She is a primary aggressor.
No.
Why would anything happen to him? Why would anything happen to the guy who got harassed by the crazy girl?
Fucking perfect.
Aggressor in all this. Okay? No. She is a primary aggressor in all this.
She's a primary aggressor in all this. Exactly. It was clear from the get-go that she was the aggressor and that she was a crazy person. Yeah. She deserves to have this on her record because she's a piece of crap. She was the aggressor in this one. I agree with the cop. I agree with the police officer 100% that this gal was being a crazy person.
Okay, there's witnesses for that. She should have just minded her own business. I don't know what distance you were from her. I'm not going to tell you what you could have done. You pull her back or tell her stop doing, I don't know, whatever it was. But, no.
I didn't want to get involved with you guys, so
Well, smart man. Now, I don't know if you'll make a smart
We would have preferred you just walked up and took care of this easily too. Yeah. Trust me.
That's all it was. But,
yeah.
Hey, well, that's on her.
Next, we rejoin Laura in the back of that patrol car.
Uh-oh.
Where she's not exactly.
Let's see what's happening in the back of the patrol car.
Exactly done talking yet.
I would have never guessed.
I'm supposed to laugh, all right?
You have to too. See, I'm not evil. I'm just.
No one said that to you.
I'm not evil. I'm just, you're just crazy.
Yeah, you're crazy.
He's gonna chat with you about everything.
Hi, remember me?
I do. I wanted your help and I made a mistake, but your friend was a jerk.
Why were you a jerk to me then? I was so nice to you. I came up to you. I told you why we were talking to you.
Yeah.
I told you let's go to the front so we can talk, and you didn't. And then you threw yourself
Yeah, why
around.
didn't you do that?
Okay, but I want to talk to you about what happened. Okay, but before I do so, because you're in handcuffs.
Oh, my shoulder's really hurt.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably gonna hurt a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah, you get the other
It's
shoulder.
gonna hurt a lot more tomorrow. I love it.
Too, please.
This one too?
Honestly, maybe just my whole body. They dragged me all around.
I got all your legs and stuff.
All my legs? Did you get the fifth and the sixth one?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, because you're in the back of a car and you're in handcuffs, I have to read your rights, okay? And then you can decide whether you want to talk to me or not.
Laura agrees to speak with the officer before detailing
Real genius.
her side of the story.
Okay. You want to tell me what's going on? Why all of this?
I am going to need a much more specific question. What do you mean, why all of this?
Tell me what happened between the gentleman that was wearing the Trump hat.
Oh, there has been conflict between the two of us.
Yeah, the only conflict I see is you. You seem like the most conflicted person. This gal is the most conflicted person in the entire frickin' story. Holy crap.
I really understand the Salem witch trials.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of see I see where Asmon's going with this. I see where Asmon's going with this, and I gotta say, I kind of agree.
You know, I see where they're coming from. I never really had this perspective before, but after seeing certain individuals like this, it really gives you a different perspective on life.
Yeah.
The two of them. He is just as mean to me as I am to him.
Okay. So today, let's just focus on today.
Hey, if you guys can, though, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're currently sitting at 8,410 subscribers. Once again, we're at 8,410 subs. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. So don't forget to tap the subscribe button. And, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of benefits to just being a subscriber. You won't miss out on the next live stream. We put out a funny product, or at least I laugh at my own jokes. But yeah, if you guys can, though, please subscribe to the channel. I beg you. I'm begging. I'm on my knees. I'm begging, please. Please subscribe to Daddy. Oh.
What happened today?
Today, his friend, who I've had several nice conversations with, I said to his friend, can I ask you guys why you still support Trump?
Okay, here we go.
And one of them, the one that I was talking to, started to answer me, but Trump hat started freaking out, yelling, cussing. He was freaking out, and it looked like he was leaving. So I was going to talk to his friend. He wasn't leaving. He was coming to dump his drink on me. We disagreed. He said I'm going to get myself shot. And I got upset and I jumped over the fence back to the park and walked around.
So he aggroed her.
What about what happened with the drink that you had?
AZZ7ECH says he is not subscribing. What do I have to do to turn you into a subscriber? I want ET says like and sub. He's begging you. I'm begging you, please. Interacting is generous enough. AZZ7ECH. Why don't you subscribe to Daddy, please? Subscribe to Zaddy. Come to Zaddy. Right now.
He took some beverages and a bottle of his coffee.
His drink on me first.
Okay.
I doubt it. I fucking just doubt it. You're so crazy. I doubt he threw his drink on you at all.
Seriously?
And then?
Yeah, I dumped my drink back on him. He did it first.
Did you throw it or did you just dump it on him?
She's making it up, dude. She's making it all up. And it's so obvious. She's overly dramatic. She's a crazy person and she's making it all up. She's the type of person who would cry grape and there wouldn't be a grape happening.
You threw it. You threw it. Because now she realized, oh, wait a minute. That's how I fucked. Uh-oh.
I don't understand the question.
Okay. Do you need me to reenact it for you? Throw is like this. Did you throw it like that? Or did you pour like this over him?
I poured my drink on him.
Okay, you poured your drink on him. Okay.
He threw his drink at me.
Okay. So you poured your drink at him, and then what happened?
And then now I'm here. Are you...
I shouldn't want to explain it.
I already told you what happened.
Okay. Now...
I mean, this is insane, man. Hey, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better. We're currently at 8,410 subs. We're trying to get to 8,500 as soon as possible. So I want to thank every single person for subscribing at such a beautiful rate. You guys are incredible. You guys are amazing. Amazing.
Are you
she's coming off the drugs, that's why she's getting so confused.
I told you guys this, and
Maybe.
I love that this is your response because I'm the crazy one.
Wait, what did she say?
I love that this is your response because I'm the crazy one.
I love that this is your response because I'm the crazy one. I bet you get that a lot.
Yeah, it's... she's out of her mind. This gal is out of her fucking mind, bro. Insanity. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, this is the world we live in, boys. Boys and goyles, this is the world we live in, bro.
Yep. Now, you are under arrest for battery on a person over 65 years old, as well for...
Yeah, the dude was over 65, and it was pretty clear that she hit him.
Resisting an officer. And, let me finish.
Mainly because she's just a crazy person.
And also, you're going to be charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. When we tried to walk you up front, you jumped on me, which caused me to fall, and I got a boo-boo on my knee.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
I do.
What's your question?
Why?
Before I close the door.
Is he getting battery for throwing his drink on me?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Yep. No, he's not.
That's it. Oh my god. This is amazing.
I'm a nursing assistant. I have no priors. I have no...
Well, now you will.
I am afraid for the world.
Dude, she... I kind of feel bad. I don't feel bad, but I do feel bad. I'm very mixed feelings about this. Part of me feels like... Ugh.
Very afraid for the world.
Laura was taken to jail and booked for battery on a person 65 years of age or older. resisting an officer without violence, and battery on a law enforcement officer. Online records indicate the 33-year-old pleaded no contest to the resisting charge, but a judge later withheld adjudication. Laura was ordered to pay court costs, fines, and fees.
Man.
May I ask what my final destination is?
Jail.
Jail. Just flat out, just like, yeah, jail. That's where you're going. That's where, oh, man.
Destination is?
Dude. Fees.
May I ask what my final destination is?
Jail.
She's like, God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Subscribe now for easier access to the...
That's crazy, dude. Wild.
Latest from Law and Crime Body Cam.
You know, the high court. Holy fucking shit. Dude, the thing is that, like, these police officers, like, I really have to say, like, all of the, oh, wow, like, you know, these guys are so bad and, you know, the police are so mean. Dude, after watching these videos.
Yeah, the more body cam videos I watch, I think I understand why cops have to defend themselves so much is because crazy people like this person. Crazy people like this, you know, I'm glad, you know, it's so funny. All the leftists were like, all the police officers need body cams so we can see that people are being abused. And it turns out the people who are abusing people are actually it turns out the cops really are the good guys in majority of these situations. And that psychos like this will make up whatever story they want because they're pieces of shit. And that's why I'm glad police officers have body cam footage to show that annoying, crazy leftists seem to be committing the majority of the you-know-whats.
My mindset is totally different. Like, after this, I'm not thinking, bro.
No, I'm pro-cop at this point. I'm 100% pro-cop, dude. I am 100% pro-cop.
Am I even against police brutality? I mean,
I don't think I am anymore.
We were going to say against every single time. Guys, I mean, there's some people, I think they deserve it. Oh my God, they're so obnoxious, aren't they? Defund.
That was a crazy fucking video, though. Holy crap. No, that was really insane. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Truly. This is a woke person, man. It's a woke person. All these woke people. That's a woke person right there. She's woke. And, yeah. Once you go woke, you go broke.
The police. We need to refund the police. Holy shit.
Yep, refund the police. I agree. Refund.
Shit. What a fucking animal. Oh my God. They had to hogtie this bitch and carry her around.
Hey, if you guys can, though, please subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we get, the better. It does help the channel grow. So don't forget to subscribe to the Michael Garza Show. Tap that subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. The more subscribers we have, the better. Now back to the show.
Look at this. It's what you do to an animal. Oh my fucking God. So, yeah, is this a bit scary how disrespectful some people are against authority? Well, the thing is that, again, it feels like it's becoming a rising problem. How do you fix this? How do you fix this? The way that you fix it is it's very simple.
Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show.
This woman
Don't forget to
belongs
tap
in a
the
mental
subscribe
institution.
button in the upper right-hand
You
corner.
can't have a person like this involved in, like, a polite society. Right, it's like kind of you're putting like a.
Thank you for
like,
subscribing
you
to
look
the
like
Michael
it's
Garza
like
Show.
a clean glass
Don't
of
forget
water,
to tap
right?
the
And you put a
subscribe
person
button
like
in
that
the
in there.
upper
It's like putting
right-hand
like a
corner.
drop of food coloring.
Crazy, man. Insane. This is crazy. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Taking a look at a couple things. One moment, you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Give me just another moment, everybody. One more moment. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show.
Mexico, what?
Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Give me just a moment. Thank you for subscribing to the Michael Garza Show. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. All right, let's watch Anthony Cumia from 77 WABC Radio. We're going to subscribe. We're going to tap the like button. The title of this video is What the Fuck is Going On in Mexico? The Anthony Cumia Show. Let's go.
Hell is going on south of the border. They are in a war. There is a cartel war going on down there. A legitimate cartel war. And it seems Mexico, maybe with or without the help of the United States, that's still up in the air. I would assume with the help these days, but everything's so damn conspiratorial. Yeah. But I don't know. It just seems like we would be involved in trouncing the cartel. Like it's something Trump would really want to do, like the Venezuela thing. And
well, I mean, ultimately, you'd think so. You'd believe so, and I'd like to believe so. Do I think the U.S. government had anything to do with the killing of El Mencho or whatever the hell his name is? I think that they provided the necessary intel to the Mexican forces to be able to take him out. But I think that's kind of where it extends and kind of ends, you know? So it's kind of tough to say. I kind of wouldn't know. And I know that it's you that's stopping me from falling, crashing down, losing ground, till I see you again, and you know the sun will shine, we will see. There's nothing standing in our way, and love will stand.
So they kill this guy. What was his name? El Mencho. It sounds like a movie name. No, they've killed El Mencho. And
El Mencho, brother. El Mencho. Split your wig says that's gay. So you suck on an infinite level. Of course I do.
He was the head of this huge cartel down there. I don't even know how many cartels there are. I don't think they know. But what we are seeing in the aftermath of them killing this guy is that they have a hell.
Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. The more subscribers we have, the better. So please tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner. Once again, tap the subscribe button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. That way, you can help the channel grow, and you can make me feel like I got a bigger peepee than I actually do.
Of a lot of heavily armed, motivated cartel members. You know, in the movies, when you see the cartel members, and they're just rushing a place, and they just don't stop. They're just one after another, and big crowds of them shooting. Minion. And the good guys are trying to mow them down, and that guy, I guess that's real. I guess there's that many of them. And what we're seeing is them wreaking havoc
real.
on places in Mexico. A lot of places, too.
Mexico.
I guess it kicked off in Beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Puerto Vallarta.
Yes, you'll be whisked off to beautiful
Vamos.
Puerto Vallarta.
Let the rhythm
Like the dating
take you
game.
over.
That used to be a prize
Vamos.
on the dating game.
Te quiero.
You know, the girl would pick
Rio.
the guy, and they'd come back around
Vamos.
and tell
Te
you what the
quiero.
prize is. You're going to a cartel
Gonna live this life
resort
forever. Vamos.
where your head may be lopped off and put on a fence post. So yeah, they're doing. And then I heard Baja California's kicked off. Someone from
Baja
Tijuana
California
has, said that.
Well, you guys, I'm honestly a little bit tired. My brain is not functioning as well as it normally would. I'm a little bit tired, but I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel. We got a whole bunch of subscribers today. We're currently sitting at 8,408 subs. I want to thank everybody for getting us to where we need to be. Just a simple act of subscribing, man, really helps the channel grow. And it makes my pee-pee grow. So I got a small dong. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm small. Kind of sucks. I don't have a very big dong. My dong is small, so if you guys feel bad for me, subscribe to the channel if you feel bad about my small dong, but, whatever. Love you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next episode, though. You guys are always so sexy and beautiful, and you make the channel go round, man. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Record, baby. Right round, round. But yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. If you guys love cringy content like this, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. You're so hot. You're so sexy and beautiful. I'm out.